Giddy up! Welcome to episode 17 of It's All Geek to Me. We had our week off and now we are back. And what is All Geek to Me? Well, it is a pop culture chat show where three friends with varying degrees of nerd knowledge get together each week to have a chat about all things geek. My name is Rich Gittins, and joining me this week and every week is my buddy Chris Lumb. Coming out, Lummy.
Hello.
Hello, dude. How you doing? You all right?
I'm all right. I'm not too bad. Can you hear me all right? I just moved away from the mic.
I can hear you loud and clear. That's a nice Goonies jumper you got there. Is it a jumper or is it a t-shirt? It's a t-shirt.
It's just t-shirt.
Nice. Love a bit of Goonies. Love a bit of Goonies. Shall we crack on with the show and get out our other buddy, Webby?
Yeah, no time to mess about this week. We've
got a busy old show. So come on, Webby.
Here he is.
I'm here.
Hey, let's go. How you chaps doing this week? You all good?
All right, yeah. Did you have a nice Easter? Did you have a nice egg?
I didn't get a single Easter egg.
Oh.
Not
bloody hell, Rich.
Not
sure.
One Easter egg. Not one.
I got a few and they were all gone by Wednesday, and everybody else in the house, like every other year, they've all got loads left. And I'm like, what's wrong with you?
Well,
don't you understand the point of Easter?
Do you know what? I was going to save this till later, but look what our good friends at Universal sent us.
Oh my God.
It's only a Peter Rabbit goodie bag, right?
Yeah,
and we've got a Dairy Milk Peter Rabbit there. Look, so maybe Rich, since you didn't get on, maybe you could have one of these.
Oh,
they look tasty.
And there's that as well. But also, they sent a card. Peter Rabbit card for Easter. To my biggest fans, love from Peter Rabbit.
Oh, wow. That's cute.
You know what I mean?
It pays.
And then for some reason, there's a Marvel Kinder Surprise in there, which I'm going to open up show for you guys to see what we got.
See what's in it.
It's a Marvel Kinder Surprise. That sounds fun. I didn't realise Peter Rabbit was by Universal.
It is now.
I thought it was.
Yeah, Universal wrote the original books back in the 40s, I believe.
It's just interesting that they're sending us gifts whilst giving us copyright strikes at the same time. Maybe
that's what they like to roll. They like
departments need to
take away with the other.
But they just need to speak. They need to chat between their departments and make their minds up.
They're messing with us.
It's like an abusive relationship. Just like, oh, you're really pretty. You're really pretty. You're ugly. It's horrible. It's horrible.
Was just the beginning. Yeah.
Big T Mars here.
Hey, Big T. How you doing? Hope you had a lovely Easter. Welcome back to the show. And welcome to. Oh, go on, Webby, go on.
I was just going to say, not going to lie, I did miss you guys. I did, but I did enjoy a nice Saturday night off. It was nice. We had a lovely hangover and we just sat and watched telly all day.
I mean, in fairness, that was our first Saturday night off in 4 months. That was 16 weeks straight.
Shows,
Well, 16. This is the 17th, yeah.
17 shows, we made it. Double figures.
We've made it.
7 shows.
I'm really curious about that. Should we do that at the end? Open the Kindle.
Do that at the end, yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
We've got any time left.
It's just to keep our viewers kind of hanging on till the end of the show, isn't it? Because they're also desperate to see what's going to be in the Kinder Surprise egg.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gents, what's happening this week? Well, we've got the usual format of the show. We've got our news. We've got our best and worst round. But this week, we also have brought to you a quiz, our big fat geek quiz. So we've each come up with 5 rounds of 5 questions each, and you can play along as well. So feel free to comment as you normally do in the show. Everybody's welcome. But let's get on with the news. What's been going on in the news this week?
Yeah, do feel free to comment, but don't be giving answers on the comments. Write your answers down, because otherwise it might spoil the show.
That's a good point.
So grab a pen and paper, keep track of the questions, follow the rounds, and we'll tally it all up at the end. And if you beat us, you get Lummy's job and you can take his place next week.
Fantastic. That sounds great.
Salt up for grabs.
So what's been going on in the news this week, gentlemen?
Oh, news. Right. Is everybody ready to talk about this?
Yeah,
it's controversial as hell. It's a biggie. So they released what I consider to be quite a spoilerific teaser. Now, for me, the terminology teaser, it means a shorter version of the trailer. That's not what they've done. They've given you nearly a full scene from the new Ghostbusters movie, Ghostbusters Afterlife. Did you all get a chance to check it out?
If you haven't seen this, you might want to go make a cuppa then. But you must have seen it. It's all over the place.
It is all over the place.
To be honest, I only
spoilers,
saw it because you two shared it
Yeah,
on our group chat.
I mean, if you're on this show, you must have seen this already. You must have done.
I mean, we can't show it because we'll probably get sued.
Well, we can. There you go.
Yeah.
You can have a flash.
So this split opinion amongst us, didn't it?
Well, I can actually, very quickly, I can tell you why they leaked this, because, here we go, they started selling this cereal out in the States, right? And you can see the little dudes in the corner there.
It looks healthy.
Well, because this film's been delayed, they've had a marketing campaign ready, obviously, so they've started having to release stock for the stuff. This is why it's happened.
Before it all goes off when it.
The thing is, right? Okay, so the thing is about that type of cereal is that it all tastes the same. They release it's the same flavor of cereal, just shaped differently, but it's got all the same colorings and flavorings and things like that. They had it with the WWF Superstars Wrestling, and I used to buy it, and it tasted like shit. But because it was WWF stuff, I ate that. Oh god, I lapped it up. I
can't remember what film it was, but I bugged my mum for months and months to get this cereal, and when I finally got it, it was shite. But I had to sit there pretending to really brilliant, mum.
Because it's really expensive as well.
Yeah, but you ain't shit in the world of celebrity or movie or anything if you haven't got your own cereal. Wow. You know what I mean?
True.
Got your own cereal.
So I mean, they're bringing all this stuff out, and it's kind of spoiling the film a little bit. So they felt compelled to, I guess, reveal it, as a clip from the movie, which was an odd thing to do. But
maybe we've got a future feature here. Then, if we all get a box of this cereal, we could do the show. We could be munching on the cereal and reviewing the cereal as we're talking about.
Yeah,
but anyway, to the clip itself, the content of the clip itself is what's divisive at the minute. Because it depends. I mean, I really, if you guys have seen the show before, I've had high hopes for this movie. I saw the trailer. It's made by the right people. It's got the right people in it. Everything about it was sounding pretty groovy to me. And then this clip came out and just knocked me for six a bit, because for me, it's clear that they're going for a market they didn't need to. You've got to remember, the first film, Ghostbusters, is not a kid's film. However, kids can watch it, yeah? There's a difference between that, and there's a difference for me for making a movie that already exists in those terms and turning it into a kid's film. And this fucking clip has got kids' film written all over it. It's literally Paul Rudd walking into a supermarket, walking past a little bag of marshmallows, and a load of tiny marshmallow men come out of it. Right, so first of all, yeah, there's your tiny marshmallow man. Cute as balls, no denying it. But I can't work out. I mean, the only way I can see a scene like this working in the movie for me is if it's the same as the Ray getting a blowjob by a ghost scene, which is a dream sequence where, for some inexplicable reason, Paul Rudd's character is dreaming ghostly things, and that's the only way I can see it work. Because for me, I was just like, what the fuck is going on here?
Did you not get like massive Gremlins vibes from it though? Because I
got lots of Gremlins vibes from that.
I'm all for it, man. I totally. This is the only real time I've disagreed with you, Webb, completely. I think it's fine. I like it.
I think to support what Webby's saying, because I'm on the fence about this. I'm just going to wait till I see the film. I liked the Ghostbusters reboot, and I know neither of you guys did. So I'm all prepared that I might end up liking this film when others don't. But to support what Webby's saying, they bought out a breakfast cereal. About it. That tells you straight away they're putting money in merchandising into. They never did that with the first one or the second one.
No, they did. They did. Famous.
Did they have breakfast cereal?
Yeah.
Dude, they had breakfast cereal for the original Star Wars film in '77.
Really? Yeah, okay. In which case, I am a shit. Sorry,
no. It's kind of a like an obvious decision for any film that's coming out that's in that ballpark. They've been doing it for years. And not only that, I remember collecting when we were kids, when Ghostbusters came out, your cereal came with these transfers. I don't know if you remember them, Lummy. Like wet the transfer, and we stuck them to our fridge. And you had the Ecto-1 and Slimer and all that. It was cool. We used to collect I think it was from a generic box of cereal. It might have been like Wheatos or something like that. It wasn't Ghostbusters cereal we were eating, but they came with these little transfers.
I think it was Ghostbusters 2 on it. It'll have been.
They merchandised the hell out of it. I'm pretty sure it was the first film. I'm pretty sure because it was really, really early. Yeah. But anyway, it's not a new thing. I just would be sad to see that it's that it is the case that they've just decided to throw this at kids when they didn't need to do that. They could have made so they used to make family movies. Whether we talk about it all the time when you go back and watch a movie from a kid when you were a kid, and you see all the jokes that were for adults that you didn't notice when you were a kid, so they could have just stuck to the same format of Ghostbusters. Who knows? Maybe they will. And maybe this one scene in it is the one that's going to rub me up the wrong way and ruin the fucking film.
I think you're judging it too early again, but obviously it's come out this week, so you're going to have a look at it and say this. But I honestly think the only way they're going to do it is this is going to be another one of Ray conjuring it up in here. He's going to say, last time I picked the Marshmallow Man as the traveller, this time I've got to think small, What happens? It's got to be that. That's got to be what happens.
Possibly.
Why else would there be a little marshmallow men running around? It wouldn't make any sense anyway.
Exactly, because the connection between what he thought in that first film and you're right, it has to make sense somehow. So yeah,
that's all you've got. It's only because he conjured it up that it happened.
Do you know what? If that happens, I think that will be even cheaper.
No, I think it'll be all right.
I think that will be really dubious.
We're not going to get Lummy to take his rose-tinted Ghostbusters glasses off, are we? So let's hope for the best. I think we've.
Hey, I'll admit when something's rubbish.
Exactly.
I'll admit when something's rubbish. We'll watch it first.
But what my point is, Lummy, is I wasn't worried about any element of this film before I saw that clip. So I could have lived without seeing that and just gone to see the movie.
If Sony want to pay for us to go over and watch it, all three of us, we'll do it. We'll go in with an open mind. If you don't want Webby to come.
Yeah. We can leave him and his judgmental ass over here.
Yeah, he's decided already. You don't want to watch it.
That's not true at all. I haven't decided. I really want to watch it. I want it to be good. That's, I think, my point. I can't. Of course. You're so used to getting your hopes up and then having that oh no.
Did you not hear the music though?
Yeah,
the music from the original. I'm like, yes. And the woman screaming at the start of it, you're like, that's creepy. What's going on?
She's just
they
been.
Know what they're doing, man. They know what they're doing. Trust me.
Your enthusiasm is palpable, Lummy.
Trust me. Yeah. They know what they're doing. Trust me. I have to buy some cereal.
Do you know what? I think we should isolate this clip for future reference, so we can come back to it and see what we're all saying in November.
I will edit that out and I'll keep it in a safe file. Yeah.
We're not watching this in November. It's going to be 2023, isn't it? This.
Oh my god! Yeah.
It's going to get pushed.
We might actually be ghosts by the time it's comes out. Flipping heck. So
anything else going on?
Pretty big Ghostbusters news. Rest assured, if Ghostbusters or anything else in our ballpark is coming up, we're going to spend time talking about it, regardless of how big the clip is or how ridiculous the clip is. Other big news, one of our favourites, we just learned about the casting for Indiana Jones. They've just added Phoebe Waller-Bridge to the cast. John Williams obviously still doing the music for it, which is excellent. I don't know who's that grey guy on the end, some old fart.
He's a newcomer.
So
get him on the show sometime. He might be looking for some exposure.
Maybe. I wonder if it might come on.
Just going back to that theme of maybe having things spoiled for you.
Tell everybody who I am, you jackasses.
Hey, Mr. Ford. Oh, okay. That was Harrison Ford. He's a newbie. He's an up and coming.
Get off the show.
It's gone.
What do you mean about him?
Gone.
Oh, is it? We've offended him. But yeah, just going back to that, hopes, all your eggs in one basket. This was a good bit of news for me because for me, I don't know about you guys, I started to picture it in my mind as how she would fit in, and I think she'd be a great addition.
Yeah.
Do you think she's going to be a goodie who turns into a baddie, or a baddie who turns into a goodie, or just a baddie, or just a goodie, or neither?
Or like your inept professor sidekick type thing. I don't know.
Oh, there is
she's got a lead role.
Yeah, it's a lead role.
I don't know if it's going to be a romantic interest. No. And then it begs the question, well, you've got to cast an actress young enough, like Phoebe Waller-Bridge is quite young, but still believable.
He got married, though.
She would shag an old man.
Hang on, he got married in the last one. He got married to Marion.
Yeah, but that was the last one.
What if this next one's set before that one?
Maybe. They did it with Temple of Doom, didn't they?
Yeah.
I think, I'm excited for John Williams again, obviously. Get him back, do the music. It's always good.
I mean, the music, I am as well, but the music's pretty much going to be the same as it's been in the other 4 films, isn't it?
You say that, but
subtle differences.
Crystal Skull, he started messing about with the theme a bit. I was surprised.
Maybe that's why I hated that movie so much. Then. It's not what I thought it was.
There were other reasons to hate that movie.
Yeah, that was a pretty piss poor attempt. I don't know. I've never actually. I don't know your take on that, Lummy. What did you get on with Crystal Skull? Have you rose tinted it?
No, we have talked about this. There were too much. We have a bit. There were too much CGI for me, and especially after they went, we're not going to CGI. It's all going to be practical effects. It's all going to be
surprise.
By the way, we lied. There's loads of CGI monkeys jumping about on a cliff that looked so unrealistic. Just honestly, it was so. It were kind of leftover ideas as well. It was like the thing with the fridge and everything. That was from Back to the Future.
I hated that bit.
It was really weird after spending so long.
Can we just put a public warning out, just in case anybody's seen that film and thinks, if there's going to be a nuclear fallout, I'm going to hide in my fridge. Your fridge will not protect you from a nuclear fallout. That was not a lead-lined fridge.
That might have been, but your fucking fridge isn't lead-lined.
Your fridge isn't.
Your lead. Yeah, unless you've got a lead-lined fridge or a lead-lined house.
Yeah. You just made out of lead.
Don't hide in your fridge. Just embrace it. You're gonna die.
Yeah,
just embrace it.
You got about 3 seconds to think about it.
I mean, the thing is, it's like they work on these scripts for ages, don't they? And you think, is that what they did after waiting for 20 years or something between the last one? So, but the interesting thing is, it's not Spielberg directing this, which I think might actually give it a bit more of a bit of life in it. I think,
possibly, yeah.
Not sure. It might be interesting that.
I mean, surely word has got back to Steven Spielberg that the last Indiana Jones movie he made was the worst one, and he must know. Like George Lucas must know how people feel about Phantom Menace. Do you know what I mean? These guys must know it. So maybe that's why he's reluctant to do it again, because he feels like he's lost his mojo. But he's a fucking liar. He should have just stuck some practical effects in that and stopped messing about.
It felt like it was filmed. I mean, it would have been, but it felt like it was filmed on a tiny budget in the studio. That last one.
Yeah.
All green screen and blue screen and
it's on a big sound stage. Yeah,
all of it. Whereas you look at Last Crusade, they actually went to all those places to.
And it shows. It shows.
Yeah, it does because it doesn't look fucking silly.
Yeah. I mean, I think hopefully they'll realise the mistake they made.
Are you sure that they filmed it blue screen and green screen? Because I thought it was definitely brown screen. That's what I reckon.
There was certainly a lot of brown on there were a lot of brown on the screen when I watched it, man. Yeah, there's a lot of shit up there.
A lot of brown running through the veins.
I ruined everybody's night.
By flinging shit at the cinema screen.
I ruined everybody's night. We got the copy in, and I did a staff screening that night of it. I was like, here we go, Indiana Jones. I put it on, and I was like, oh my god, what is this? And everybody in the screen was just silent.
I think everybody just assumed you put it all backwards, put all the reels in the wrong place and shit. Yeah. That might have made it better, actually. Yeah, there were so many things.
The bit where they have the motorcycle chase through the college campus thing, that were all right. There's a few
except you've got Shia LaBeouf doing a really stupid fucking Marlon Brando impression all the way through it, and it's just dog shit.
That film is watchable. It is watchable and it's enjoyable. I've seen it twice. The first time I saw it on a really dodgy copy and I hated it. And then I saw it on a sort of proper quality copy and I was like, yeah, do you know what? I can watch it, but there's a lot that I really hate about it. That monkey scene, for one, it's terrible. And
it's not just
monkeys, most of the temple stuff as well was pretty poor.
It's sorry, go on. I was going to say, it's that whole that you can't just have a chase through a jungle, right? You've got to have killer monkeys and then
the sword fighting,
and then a sword fighting on the back of it, and then a big pit of flesh-eating fire ants, all one after the other. It's just
I tell
you which bit I did like is the bit where they go to that old temple and all those zombie things start coming out of the woodwork. The old
the protectors, the guardians.
The tribe that come out and start blowing blow darts and stuff everywhere. That's pretty cool.
I mean, yeah, very odd. And the way they start, I mean, usually there's a formula with these films, and they went against their own formula. You start off on a different quest, you know, that ends like a bookend. And this one, they did it where it started, and that
he was already being held hostage. Yeah,
it was like, well, it directly linked to the quest that we're going after in the movie. Usually, it's somewhat separate. That was the whole idea with them films. You know, it's meant to have been from a cliffhanger from an episode you didn't watch. That was the whole setup, and then you go, this is going into the next. They kind of messed about with that a little bit as well, where I hope they don't this time. I hope they really have a think, and I think they will. It's been a while since they, even talked about it. The danger is Disney own it now. This is the danger. Are they going to do a Star Wars and, like you just said earlier, go after the money and go, we want Indiana Jones merch? And
this is what we keep coming back to throughout all these shows: is how much money is enough. They're going to make money off of Indiana Jones. Trying to squeeze every penny out of people is just a bit fucking.
The one thing that might save it, Indiana Jones merchandise never seemed to do that well. They'd always tried to bring figures out, and it's never done well. They did it when they brought Crystal Skull, started releasing figures, and they stopped the line because nobody were buying them. The only figures they released had some. No, I didn't even get them. Yeah, I didn't even get them, man.
That's weird, though, isn't it? That is weird because it's such a popular.
Yeah, Raids of the Lost Ark. They brought some figures out. I think they're about 10 figures. Then they stopped that line, and then Temple of Doom. They brought 3 figures out for it. And then they stopped that. Last Crusade, they didn't do any figures at all. And then when Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, they started bringing figures out from all the films, and then stopped it. So it's never done that well. Even trading cards and stuff. Do
you know what the other thing is as well? The first 3 movies do justice to the subject matter, right? So you've got the Holy Grail, you've got the Ark of the Covenant, and whatever the fuck's in the second film. Now, the 4th film. The Crystal Skull legend exists already, right? You must know about these crystal skulls. They found them all over the world. There's all kinds of crazy shit. And they didn't do that legend justice enough. Do you know what I mean?
No, you're right.
They shoehorned. Well, it's the simplest thing is to have a UFO come out of the ground. It would have been better if you'd never seen the aliens. It would have been better if you hadn't seen that, and it had just been a bit more ambiguous. He mentioned
I think it's Mitchell Hedges, the guy who found the skull, and these skulls are supposed to be like being crafted by alien life because no tools could have made such a. Yeah,
at the time they were found, they couldn't have made precise cuts were possible, and also the materials involved in the skulls they're not native to Earth, allegedly. So some of the elements of these crystals are.
I think they did find out that one of them was bogus in the end. I can't remember which one, but they did find out one was fake.
Do you know, I'd like to see Indy do something along the lines of actually going to Egypt. Or
I was just about to say.
Go even to the Nazca lines in Peru or something like that. To the Nazca lines to see.
Didn't you do that in the last one?
I can't remember.
Went past them and went, not going there this one.
Okay. No,
that's where he was.
That's how much of an effort my brain has made to try and forget this movie.
Hey, Martin, welcome.
Hey, Martin. Anyway, that's enough indie news. We got the news of the week.
Yes.
Look at this shit. One of your lovely geeks, I won't tell you which one for a second, has written a motherfucking book. I'm not even kidding you. I've got it right here. Can you see that?
It's a perfect way to introduce a children's book. A motherfucking book.
Is it for kids? Yeah. I got lost in the plot, man. It's technical stuff. Look at that, witches and bears and all sorts of shit. If you like witches and bears and shit, grab a copy of this book.
That's right. So Lummy's written a book, and Nathan's son Robin has read it.
Several times.
It was fantastic. So, Lummy, how was it writing a book? Where did we'll have a proper chat about this some other time, but where can we find the book? What's it about?
The book's on Amazon. It's about a little kid in bed, and he's imagining different things under his bed, and it rhymes, and it's for parents to read to the little ones, when they're going to bed and that, and you've got all these little illustrations So yeah,
you're not very good at opening books.
I know.
The first time you've opened a book, mate.
I don't know how to do it.
Hang on,
unless it's a Star Wars diary or like a Goonies.
There's better books you can get out there.
Whoa, dude, you have not.
We haven't got time to watch you read a book.
No Empire Strikes Back. Put it that way. No Empire Strikes Back.
Well, why don't we see what Robin thought of the book? Have you got that?
Yeah.
Yes.
We've got a review.
This is from my son.
Here we go.
Oh, look at the dragon. Yeah, that's a very colourful dragon.
So that's in the book.
Yeah. Do you think everybody should buy this book, Robin? All the children?
No.
Not your book. You can keep this one, but everybody else could buy their own copy on Amazon. Available for how much was it? $5.99 or something. $5.99 on all good Amazon stores. Look at that, monkeys, pirates. Wow, it looks like a really good book.
He loves it.
Signed. Maybe we could get it signed by the author.
No problem.
Who wrote this book?
Do you remember?
Uncle Lummy wrote this book. Right.
That's so cute.
Okay. Highly recommended.
How many stars out of 5?
It's a good bit. Listen to this.
How many stars would you give that book?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Full 5 stars. Wow, that's amazing. Yeah. Hold it up. Show the camera. Ooh, what's under the bed? Brilliant.
Nicely video.
Got title wrong, sorry.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Don't leave me hanging, dude.
I know, it's intense.
10.
10 stars.
10 stars.
Wow.
Gives you 2 stars.
I mean,
Brilliant.
10 stars.
10 stars. Straight.
You
I mean
heard
that.
it straight from the horse's mouth, guys. If you want a
10
10-star, a genuine 10-star book, get yourself on Amazon. What's That Under the Bed by Chris Lumb.
Yeah.
Purple
10
cover. I love
star.
the purple on it.
Yeah. 10 stars.
And we will have a chat with Lummy about what it's like kind of coming up with your own idea for a book, writing your own kid's book and getting it published and things like
I'm
that
so proud of you,
on
Lummy.
another week. But congratulations, Lummy. And if you've got kids, go and get yourself a book.
I mean, it's highbrow, is it?
It's yeah, you got Hey, why not? I thought you might want to see me bleach.
If the movie takes you, you just film, don't you?
To be honest with you, we had to catch him while he was sick. He's been crazy today, is Robin. So catching him quiet, just before he went to bed, he quietened down a bit, and I was like, right. Oh yeah.
I've had a few of them comments.
Lots of socks. Yeah, I would imagine.
Crusty socks under your bed, mate.
Big Timor, yeah. Cheers.
Oh,
Thanks
mate,
for the plug there. That's very nice.
Tell you a few copies.
I had a towel I could have used as a lampstand. Right, so I asked these guys.
One very quick. We haven't done this bit of news. Lego.
Oh yeah.
Webb, do it.
The latest line of minifigures is out, and it's Looney Tunes, as you can see.
Nice.
Yeah, so they keep diversifying a little bit. And I think they're just dipping into everything they can turn into a Lego figure at this point.
And you wanted to tell people about a car, didn't you, that's come out?
Oh yeah, they've done this is quite cool. Excuse me, they've done the Batman 1966 Batmobile. I mean, that's cute as balls. It's quite cheap as well, that one. It's only 30 quid or so. They've done the Batcopter from the movie as well, and with the Batcopter you get a shark, you get the Joker in his swim shorts with a surfboard, because they have a surf battle in the movie. Excuse me. But yeah, you even get a little thing of anti-shark repellent, bat shark repellent as well. So yeah, they're quite cheap, those ones. They're quite cheap and cheerful. If you like collecting Legos, go collect it. I'm going to get one. Yeah, it's quite a good one.
Nice. They sound cool. So this week I asked you guys about your best and worst 90s video games.
You certainly did.
I did. How did you find it? Was it difficult to kind of rack your brain, or were... Yeah, so did you have to kind of remind yourself of what games you used to play in the 90s?
I had to text my brother and say, what game? Because I'm always all right at my favourite stuff. It's the worst stuff, because like I've said before, if it's bad, I just don't play
You
it.
just forget about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's difficult this because there's loads in there that you really enjoy playing. So I never really go, that was the best. I always think I enjoyed playing that. I can't go, it's my best. There's loads. There's too many.
Yeah.
I mean, 90s is when we're kind of into the games, wasn't it, as well? You really...
Exactly, I've already picked GoldenEye for another sort of best and worst. No, I didn't want to pick GoldenEye again, so exactly.
It's getting tougher when we already discussed stuff. Yeah.
All right, well, let's start with you, Webby. What was your favourite game?
My favourite
game of the 90s.
Well, I think the one that I played the most for a certain period of the 90s, later 90s, was Tony Hawk's. I got really into Tony Hawk's when I started hanging out with Gittins, actually, and we had a couple of mates. Used to go around to Gittins' house.
It was Rich Brown. We used to go to Rich Brown's place.
Yeah, we used to get pissed up and watch each other play Tony Hawk's for hours on end.
You said this was on the NES. Was that a mistake? Did you mean something else?
Did I say it was on the NES?
Yeah, you said
on the NES. Message NES, and I was like, what?
But it was on it was on the N64 and
no. We played it on the PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
Right. That's the right.
Sorry, I must have missed. Yeah, I have no idea if it was even out on the NES. It wasn't out.
No, it wasn't. It didn't come out on the NES.
But anyway, money's worth on that one. I got really, really good at it. I spent far too much time on it. I even used to play it at home, and my mum used to sit there watching me play it, watching me swear at it. And
did you do an ollie?
I did ollies, kick
lots
flips,
of ollies,
nose grinds, all sorts.
He is pretty good at Tony Hawk's. I hate it.
I got ridiculously good at it.
Rail slides.
Oh, so I thought, and then we met our mate Gav, and Gav was one of those annoying fuckers who was just good at everything he tried. So he quickly overtook us at it. And then
he was a rollerblader and skateboarder anyway, wasn't he, Gab? So he was really good at that sort of stuff.
What this game got right, though, guys, and we can thank this game, I think. I'm not sure if any other game did this around the time, was the fact that you could instantly replay when you fell off your board. So when you messed up and when you're trying to do something and you messed it up, you didn't
have to go back to the beginning. Like 1080, you had to go back to the snowboarding one. You had to go back to the beginning all the time, and it
was just quite. For such an early game as well, it was quite a quick turnaround to get back in straight away to play again, and that's opened the door for that now. So you guys know what I'm talking about. Things like COD, where you die, you're instantly back in. There's barely any loading time at all. So I had loads of money, and I tell you what, had a kick-ass soundtrack. Had special secret characters in it. It's good. It's a good. And around about the time of like all that Jackass and CKY stuff, so the soundtrack was
very topical, and yeah.
And you felt like you were just turning Tony Hawk's off and watching Jackass. It was a bit of a continuation, really, because there's lots of skating and stuff in that. So that was my favourite. Got my money's worth out of it. I played all the sequels.
You're playing it again now, aren't you?
I'm not really playing it now. I did download the new version, I remastered it last year, Tony Hawk's 1 and 2 in one game on the PlayStation. I downloaded it, played it for a week or so, and unlocked everything I wanted to. I haven't really been back on it to do any of it, to try and platinum it or anything. But yeah, it's still an awesome game. The remastered version looks great.
It does stand out. It does stand up still. Because you share played it with me, and it does. It looks exactly the same.
Yeah, and your fingers, your muscle memory is amazing. What you remember to do, doing the tricks, to keep your tricks in a big long line of tricks to get the multiple combo score multiplier and things. Yeah, so that's. I have to say that's. I mean, there were other close contenders, but I'd already talked about Mario and stuff and Zelda, so I just thought I'd pick some a bit left field. And that's about as sporty as I get, believe it or not. Like, that is a sports game to me, Tony Hawk. So, yeah.
So what was your worst?
Oh, my worst one. This was the one I asked my brother about, because I had this feeling that I remembered a game that was a fighting game, and it was done with really, really early motion capture. So you had photos of the people, and it was it was the Street Fighter game, but it was the movie version of the game of the movie of the game. So the one with John Van Damme. I mean, I don't know if you guys remember, this film had fucking Kylie in it as Chun-Li, right? And was she Chun-Li or somebody else? I can't remember. It's been a long time.
Chun-Li, yeah.
And we had Raul Julia in his last ever role. Remember him? Raul Julia, the guy who played Gomez Adams.
Yeah.
In the that was his last film.
Hang on, what's Kylie Chun-Li? She won't watch you.
No, Chun-Li's the one below.
Chun-Li's there, yeah.
Yeah, Chun-Li's the one who looks like Chun-Li. I don't even know who she was, but she was in it. And Jean-Claude Van Damme as fuck. Who cares? Guile, probably.
Yeah, it was Guile. Yeah.
So
it was bad. It was a bad film.
It was a terrible. The game.
Did you play this on PlayStation?
I can't remember what format I played it on. It must have been PlayStation 1, yeah. Probably.
I didn't even know they'd done a version of this, to be honest.
Dude, this is what I mean. They made a film because the game was so popular, right? The film was so bad it made the game a bit less popular, but they made another game and the game was nowhere near as good as the original game.
It's weirdly meta.
Cammy,
yeah. Thanks, Martin.
Right. Thanks,
cheers,
dude.
man. Thank you.
You win the prize. Well, no, you don't. You don't got any prizes. But
a copy of Street Fighter on PS1.
Yeah, so for me, that was a great example of a proper turdy game.
Yeah, cool.
We've got some people saying theirs, but we can leave them till.
Okay, yeah, cool. So, what was yours then? I mean, what was your best '90s video game?
Right, my best. Again, we've done a lot of them already in previous weeks. So, GoldenEye and things like that are up there. I nearly picked Castle of Illusion on the Mega Drive because when that came out, everybody went mental.
That was brilliant.
Yeah, but I actually picked Monkey Island, the Secret Monkey Island.
Nice.
Right, so when this came out, this was really, like, nobody really knew what this was until it hit the shops, and I loved it. This is where I started loving point and click.
Sorry about that, didn't you see that? Got the fucking thing right in front of my face again.
Look at the draw, man. It's look at the draw. It happens every time.
Yeah, every week.
Yeah, every week. That's just where you start. You shouldn't sit there.
Oh, I just see your two beautiful faces. That worked out well, didn't it?
We're leaning in. What I'll do, I'll lean in every time something comes on, just so we're all the same. There we go.
There you go. Right, okay.
I really, really wanted to get into these games, but they were a bit too complicated for me at the time. I just didn't have a lot of gaming experience.
When they first came out as well, you needed a megabyte computer to play. I think it was a megabyte. You needed like a Atari ST with an upgrade or an Amiga with an upgrade to run them, and it was on 11 discs.
Jesus!
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you ever finish it?
Yeah, of course I did.
Yeah. What do you like about it? I get a feeling it's the relation to sort of Indiana Jones and Pirates, because it's got a right sense of humor, hasn't it?
Dude, these games were funny when nothing else was in video games. You know, the storyline, the humor, and just the puzzles. The idea with the point and click, it was pretty new at that time. Done in this way with your verbs and everything at the bottom of the screen, selecting them. Before you had that, you had other games from Sierra that used to do that, but you had to move about with the keyboard, and they're always a bit tricky to get them to go where you want them to.
Like Carmen,
Larry.
And then Carmen San Diego as well. That
King's Quest, all them
what was
Space Quest.
The rabbit and the dog, Sam and Max.
Sam and Max
was later. This was one of the first like proper point. There was one before it, I think, called Loom, but this one where it had the humor and everything. This is the one that got me.
Toe Jam and Earl, wasn't that?
No, that's a platformer.
But I had the humour that you're.
Yeah, it was funny, but it was.
This was kind of like the one for me that set it going, and then you had Indiana Jones: Fate of Atlantis later on, obviously after this, and then a sequel to Monkey Island 2, which were just as.
Was Monkey Island the one where you had to go around collecting things that were seemingly unconnected?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you needed an old boot or a bath plug, and you got those things make the thing you need. Yeah. Clever stuff.
Really good. So yeah, that's what I thought I'd pick for tonight, and just
a trailblazer that game, really, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, that's it. That's what got me started with point and click adventure games. I thought, cool.
And what's your worst one?
The worst one again.
Make sure you put it over my face.
Don't you worry. Don't you worry, my friend. I will.
It's all right.
We can get it right.
We'll do a sympathy dodge for you, Webby. Don't worry.
I'll stick to the side.
It's going to cover you all up.
Tiny bit of me.
It's
perfect.
Right, okay, this game, have you ever heard of it? Trespasser.
No, I've never heard of that. I'm guessing it's a Jurassic
it's a Jurassic Park related one.
Jurassic Park, right. This came out and they went, this is like an authentic Jurassic Park experience. We've got the physics in the game. You can pick stuff up and it'll act like it would in real life. So expectations were high for this game. You're like, oh, it sounds pretty cool. You got it. It was the biggest pile of shit I've ever played. You can't do anything. You try and pick stuff up and the hand just like goes like this and it drops things. Then you try and jump up barrels. You just can't do it. It's really bad. It's really crap. There's loads of crap games, but I just thought I was scrolling through them today, and I thought, do you know what? I remember playing that, and it was awful.
Honestly, crap games is its own segment completely, isn't it? You know,
so many bad ones. Yeah. But because that was supposed to be a new thing with physics and things, that's why I thought I picked 2 games tonight that were supposed to be trailblazers. One of them was, one of them wasn't.
So I wonder if it's actually connected in any way, shape, or form to the Lost World, or if they've just stuck that down there because it's got a dinosaur.
I think it was set on the same island, if I remember correctly, but who cares because it was shit.
Right. I remember the Jurassic Park game, the original one came out. That was actually all right.
That was all right.
The bird's eye view one, that was quite difficult.
There was one on. That was on the Super Nintendo, I think, wasn't it? And they did one on the Mega Drive, were a side-scrolling one. I think that was okay as well. But who knows?
I always forget what a massive game you are, Lumb. I don't know why. You always have been. I always forget. You always play like slightly off the cuff stuff. I think.
Because I've got 2 older brothers, we used to have all the systems as we went through. Really.
Yeah. So did we. Yeah.
So I ended up seeing what they were playing as well a lot of the time. So. And getting hand-me-down computers, basically. So, my eldest brother got an Atari ST and he was gaming on that. And then when he moved on, kind of goes, that's still sat there. And you think, oh, we'll play it. Spectrum. We never had a Commodore 64. We always had Spectrum. And
+2. Did you have the +2 or
I think
+3?
so.
The one with the tape deck attached.
Tape deck.
Yeah, +2.
Is it not true as well that your first girlfriend was a hand-me-down from your brother? Like she just, when you were a kid.
No, that's
I'm making stuff up. Sorry.
Wrong.
It's just really weird.
Just got to my head, I thought I'd say.
No, go with what you say. That's fine. That's what this show's all about. Just try and make it funny.
Yeah, with it not being funny makes it funny. But I thought that was the whole style.
Usually it does, but not this time. It's just.
No, all right, we'll forget that. I'm sorry.
Did you want me to go? You're right. Yeah, it was.
Yeah. All right.
Brilliant. Well, I'll tell you what, my best computer game of the 90s, probably moving on. I should have done this a couple of minutes ago to save this awkwardness.
But I'm not
no awkwardness.
Take my t-shirt off, then it'll get awkward.
Yeah, for everyone.
Wow, yeah. Moving on. So my best game of the 90s. So as I said, GoldenEye was great. There was so many brilliant games to choose from, but going through and doing a bit of research, I was reminded of Streets of Rage 2. Yes. Brilliant game. It was just absolutely awesome. It was probably the best scroll and beat 'em up game of the Mega Drive or Genesis. And it was just brilliant. It's an awesome sequel. Follows Max Thunder and Eddie Skate Hunter, who was the brother of the protagonist in the first one. And it's cool. I like playing Max because he was a wrestler and I was into wrestling at the time as well. So it just kind of felt like, still am a little bit. Yeah, absolutely. It's one of those.
Hang on a minute. What did you say the names are?
You had Max Thunder Hat and Eddie Skate Hunter.
Thunder Hat?
Yeah. Yeah.
Thunder Hat Scott.
Skate Hunter. Is he hunting fish or skate?
No. He was on a. It was Hatchet. He was on a skateboard. He was on roller skates, wasn't he?
Okay.
So he skated around and kicked ass, and then Max Thunder Hatchet, not Hat. I just wrote it down wrong. He was the wrestler, and he used to pick people up and body slam them.
I remember this being really good as well. The second one, bizarrely, the second one. I think the third one came out, and it wasn't as good.
No, exactly. It's exactly the same as the Renegade series, Renegade 1 was great. Target Renegade was amazing.
Yeah.
And then Renegade 3 was the one where they went back in time and were fighting dinosaurs and shit.
Yeah,
and it was bullshit. And I was actually looking to see if I could have that as my worst, but that was released in 1989, so it was just out. But yeah, Streets of Rage, it was an awesome scrolling beat 'em up game. Just probably the best one that there was on the Mega Drive.
I think we all agree.
Genesis.
That.
And my worst, and I was surprised I didn't get an eyebrows raised from you when I suggested this yesterday, Lummy. My worst was Bart versus the Super Mutants.
No, I raised my eyebrow, but it was in quiet.
You played too much Fallout, buddy. Space Mutants.
Space Mutants, sorry, Space Mutants. Do you know what? And I wrote it down, so I was like, I can't get that wrong. So I kept saying Super Mutants, and I wrote down Super Mutants. Anyway, yeah, I did. It looked brilliant. It looked beautiful. This game, I really wanted it to be. It was everything I wanted it to be, but it was just too difficult. It was just one of those games. It was just too hard, and I couldn't get past the first few bits.
No, you're right. I can see why you picked it. It is hard, but there's absolute worse Simpsons games than this one. I guarantee it.
Yeah, no, I know there is. I know there is. I know this. I
managed to get pretty far on this game, and it was hard though. It was really difficult.
But also the controls were shit. The playability was really bad. Which didn't help at all. And I know there was. I can't remember what was. There was a really bad Simpsons game that came after this.
There was a few for the SNES. There was a few for the SNES that came out. The one called Bart's Nightmare that was just.
That's the one. You didn't
even know what you were supposed to do. You're supposed to chase pages of assignment around, but then it was crap. You were like,
and there was a virtual reality one as well.
Yeah, Virtual Bart. Yeah,
Virtual Bart. That was.
And Escape from Camp Krusty on the Game Boy, which was stupidly difficult. I don't know why. It was bees chasing you everywhere. I just remember.
I quite like Simpsons Hit and Run. I know that's a little bit.
Yeah, that was all right.
Yeah, that was fun. That was that is literally the only reason I chose this game. It was just too difficult, and I just so I never got very far on it, and I just got really frustrated.
To make me feel a bit better, a couple of weeks ago, I picked Batman from 1989 for the same reason. I really wanted to play. I really wanted it to be good. And it was just
when you had to hook the batarang when you're in the Batmobile, and you had to hook the batarang around the lamppost to turn corners really quickly, things like that. Yeah.
I don't even think I could do that now.
Did you ever play Batman Returns on the Mega Drive?
No.
Right,
no, but that was apparently really bad, wasn't it?
It wasn't that bad, but my middle brother had that. Richard had it, and he finished it. The game. It wasn't too difficult, but he got the Sega CD version, and they had it they did all this virtual like driving and all this, and with the Batwing as well, and in the sewers, and it was the most difficult game I've ever played in my life because they inserted them in between the levels that were on the Mega Drive platform version, so it doubled the length of the game, and these driving sections were so hard. You think the ones in Batman the movie were hard? This was insane. It was
I think I'd have a better shot at actually being Batman than completing either of these fucking games. They were ridiculous. Yeah.
I think the thing that made that Batman game worse than the Bart versus the Space Mutants was the fact because the platform it was on, the loading time was really long. So you die and then you'd have to wait ages to be able to kind of play it again. And that you couldn't save any progress or anything like that. I mean, I guess that's the thing that I love about games now is that you can save your progress on pretty much most games. You don't have to start.
Yeah, but then you've got all
from
these
the beginning
purists.
And play for.
You've got the purists or the old school people that are like, no, all games you should have 3 lives, and once your lives are up, that's it. And I just say,
fuck those guys.
Maybe it depends on the game. Depends on the game.
Yeah, it was everything I wanted it to be.
I remember games. I remember those games where you had 3 lives and the pressure to do them without losing your lives. There's prestige in it, rather than just being able to just save every time or work your way around it. Perfect examples that copy of Sonic that you had on Xbox down when I came down to see you in London, where you could save your progress. You could never do that.
We completed it over a weekend, didn't we?
Of course we did, because we could save it whenever we wanted. We cheated.
But we didn't cheat. It was good though. It was nice to kind of we did that together.
Well, it's interesting now they remaster all these games. You can save all the way through them, can't you? So when they do remaster Sonic and bring it out again, they go, oh, by the way, you can save it all the time now. You're like, they brought them Contra games out. I've got them on the
I used
PC.
to love Contra.
Yeah, I think you can save them as you go now. When you do think, well, you were supposed to have lives, but now you can just save it. So it's like, but
Yeah, me and my
Castlevania.
cousin spent a lot of time playing Contra.
We've got some comments if you want to.
Yes. So what we're on?
Do it.
When was Final Fantasy VII?
That was in the 90s.
Right.
Because that has been.
That was the game of the month last week on PS.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Fave 90s video game.
Yeah.
First PlayStation game, wasn't it? PlayStation 1.
Got more comments about Van Damme was a made-up character, not in Street Fighter, I believe.
That's because they didn't have the rights, I think, for one of the characters.
They changed a few characters, but from what I understand, they changed what we knew on our game as M. Bison and Balrog. They changed them round. The names were changed.
Right.
All kinds of stupid shit like that. I think he was playing Guile.
Yeah.
What I remember. Which wasn't a big character in the UK, but because he was American and Americans played it too, he was like the American character.
I played as Guile or Zangief. Again, wrestler.
Yeah.
But that spinning pile driver was awesome as well because it used to fuck people up.
Yeah.
Love Monkey Island also.
Broken Sword. Yeah, Broken Sword was great.
Streets of Rage 2 was great. Final Fight was better. Ooh.
I liked Final Fight as well.
Final Fight.
They were both cool.
Yeah.
I agree.
Cool. That's the comments.
It's certainly better than Pit Fighter. Anyway, that was awful.
Geek News. After the show, check out the new Transformers Optimus Prime toy robot. Oh my god, it's awesome.
I kind of want to do it now. Can we just take a break from the show?
Dear.
Okay, well, have we got anything else to chat about before we get on with the quiz? Because
I've probably got loads. What a bunch of chatty Cathys this week, but let's do a
quiz.
Well,
let's get on with the quiz. All right, so welcome, ladies and gents, to our inaugural, our first big fat geek quiz, and we have 5 rounds each with 5 questions in each round. So there are possible 75 points up for grab. And I guess we just take it in turns. We've done no rehearsals on this. So should we just go in the same order we did for the best to worst? Start from Webby, go to Lummy, then go to me. Take it in turns, do a round each. So let's just give you a second to go and grab a pen and paper. 1. Okay, Webby, your turn. Go for it.
Okay, my first category of 5 questions is on the topic of Batman. So I'll go a bit Batman, all right?
Batman.
So most of them are multiple choice. In fact, all of them are on the Batman category. They're all multiple choice, so you've got a fair shot of getting it right. Okay, so we'll go straight for it. Right, question 1. In what year did Batman make his first appearance in a comic? A, 1942. B, 1933. I don't know why I'm reading it like Jim Bowen or something. C, 1939. Or D, 1936. You got a choice of A, 1942, B, 1933, C, 1939, or D, 1936. I don't answer my own questions, do I?
No.
I've got all the answers.
Because you've got the answers. That's ridiculous.
Damn it. Thought we're going to be on. There. Okay, right. Number 2. How much did Jack Nicholson make on the 1989 film Batman? A, 1 million. B, 10 million. C, 100 million. Or D, 1,000 million. Sorry. I thought the answer to that one surprised me. I shall explain all later on. Okay, which of these Batman villains? Question 3. Which of these Batman villains was introduced first? A, Catwoman. B, Mr. Freeze. C, the Penguin. Or D, the Riddler.
Can we have that again? Can we have them again, the choices?
A, Catwoman. B, Mr. Freeze. C, the Penguin. Or D, the Riddler. Okay, question number 4. Which of the following is not a real Batman villain? A, Polka Dot Man. B, Naked Roll Mat Man. Naked Mole Rat Man. C, Lord Deathman. Or D, Snowman.
Can you say them again?
A, Polka Dot Man. B, Naked Mole Rat Man, C, Lord Death Man, or D, Snowman? And question number 5 on the category of Batman is, who is Dr. Jarvis Tetch better known as? A, Mad Hatter, B, Clock King, C, Scarecrow, or D, Calendar Man? And that's the Batman round. If anybody needs any of those repeating, you've got to be quick, get your comments in, because we've got to keep this moving. We've got a lot of questions.
We have a lot of questions, not a lot of time. No,
Right.
in fact, so it's Lummy. So Lummy, your question.
Oh, you've got next. Okay.
My first round. Right, this round is on Lego then. Okay. Right.
Okay.
Question 1. I want to know what the biggest Lego set is from these multiple choice options. Okay, you've got A, Lego Coliseum, B, Ultimate Collector Series Millennium Falcon, D, Lego Taj Mahal, or I didn't say C, did I? Sorry. Right, C, Lego Harry Potter Hogwarts Castle, and D, Lego Taj Mahal. So A, Lego Coliseum, B, Ultimate Collector Series Millennium Falcon, C, Lego Harry Potter Hogwarts Castle, and D, Lego Taj Mahal. Okay?
Okay.
Cool.
The biggest set. Right. Question 2. The rarest Star Wars minifigure. Okay? There's only 3 choices for this one. So A would be San Diego Comic-Con Boba Fett Trio. Okay, little box set. B, a white gold R2-D2. Or C, a gold C-3PO. The rarest Star Wars minifigure.
Can you just say them again, Lummy? Sorry, man.
Yeah. A was San Diego Comic-Con Boba Fett Trio. Okay, so a little box set. B, white gold R2-D2. Or C, gold C-3PO.
Are all C-3POs gold? You mean solid gold?
It's like 13 karat gold. It was a gold. Yeah, it was a gold C-3PO.
Question number 8. Your third question, Lummy.
8? Oh, third question. Right. Okay. What are we on about? When was Lego first introduced into the USA? Okay, was it A, 1960, B, 1961, C, 1962, or D, 1963?
Jesus Christ, Lummy, you madman. You have to give us a little bit more of a gap.
No.
Right,
No.
okay.
Said it'd be difficult.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, you're right. You weren't wrong. Okay, so question number 9, Lummy's fourth question.
Okay, what are Lego staff called when they're working? What is their names when they're on the shop floor and things? Is it A, Master Builder, B, Master Model Builder, or C, Model Builder? So do you want them again? A, Master Builder, B, Master Model Builder, or C, Model Builder?
All right. Gloves are off.
That one,
Jesus, Lumb.
I know, tough these. Told you I want.
Yeah, toughies.
Right, okay. Here's one for you. How many, this is next question, number 5. How many Lego sets are sold each second over Christmas worldwide? Okay.
Fuck me.
Right, you've got A, 4, B.
For a second, sorry.
Yeah, for a second. A4, B10, C18, or C28. Each second over Christmas period.
I've just realised I can just do 2 columns here for Gittins and Lummy's answers, so that's good.
That should be all my 5 questions.
Awesome, dude. Right.
Okay, so my first round is multiple choice, and it is well done, you win. It's wrestling names. So which is the real wrestler's name?
Right.
Okay.
So number 1, is it A? Well, also this is it's quite a comical round because it shows the disrespect that the WWF have towards people of all nationalities and just how gimmicky they can be. So
I thought it was going to be an interesting one. Have you got 5 questions, dude?
5 questions. So number one, is it A, the giant baba? Is it B, the big log? Is it C, the big brown thing? Or is it D, massive shit? So
we've got to pick the right. We've got to pick the
right one. So is it A?
3 of those. Three of those are real.
A fake. 3 of them are fake. One of them's real. So is the real one A, giant baba? B, the big log? C, the big brown thing? Or D, massive shit?
I can't remember the first one. What was the first one again?
Giant baba.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, two. Is the real wrestler's name A, Chow Mein Wong? B, Fat Schlong? C, Kung Fu Naki? D, Tiger Balls? So that is A.
Oh, God.
Oh, it's awful, isn't it? Is it A, Chow Mein Wong? B, Fat Schlong? C, Kung Fu Naki? D, Tiger Balls?
No idea.
I think we've got people joining us halfway through this. You know, the one that's
It's a quiz.
Get a pen and paper. We're on question 13 now, so join in. There you go.
So my third question, or question 13 of the whole quiz, is which is the real wrestler's name? Is it Billy Big Wang? Is it 10-Man Gang? Is it Tommy Gang Bang? Or Jimmy Wang Yang?
Fucking hell.
So, question 3 or question 13.
I might know one of these.
Question 13. Is it? So just again, just for the viewers, is it A, Billy Big Wang? B, 10-Man Gang? C, Tommy Gang Bang? Or D, Jimmy Wang Yang? Okay. What?
I don't think I've got a question right yet. Oh, come on then. Right.
This is great because I've also got Martin and Roberto messaging me privately the actual answers for this because I know they like. I know they like wrestling. That's the other thing. So, question 4 for me: is it A, Batman? B, Super Dan? C, Spider Yan? Or D, Captain America? So is it A, Batman? B, Super Dan? C, Spider Yan? Or D, Captain America?
I like this. This is good fun.
Question 5. Or question 15, I believe, of the whole quiz. By the way, I've just been messaging.
Let's see how long we can keep track of that, by the way.
By the way, this is the best quiz ever. I've just been messaged. Okay, question 5. Is the real wrestler's name A, Chili McFreeze? B, is it Chili McFreeze? B, Baron Von Ruthless? C, Ice Dagger? Or D, the Ring Master? So is it A, Chili McFreeze? B, Baron Von Ruthless? C, Ice Dagger? Or D, the Ring Master?
What was the second one again, man? B,
the second one was B, was Baron Von Ruthless.
Okay. Wowzers.
And just for Roberto, no, Captain America, not Captain America. Okay, so Webby's round. What's this one about?
Round 2. Let's have a look. Hang on, let me just find the right place. This is. I was really shocked that nobody put Star Wars as a category, and I think that might be because Lummy likes to answer questions about Star Wars. So my goal here is to catch him out. Just on one question, see if I can catch him out. Okay, question 1 on the round of Star Wars. Who is the only non-Jedi seen using a lightsaber in the original trilogy? The only non-Jedi using a lightsaber in the original trilogy. Now, that isn't multiple choice. You're going to have to guess that one, I'm afraid.
All right.
Okay. Number 2. Which actor pulled out of Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith? A. Christian Bale. B. Gary Oldman. C. Mel Gibson. Or D. George Clooney. One of those people was supposed to be in Episode 3.
Who's
and
the
they
first
pulled
one
out.
again?
Christian Bale. B. Gary Oldman. C. Mel Gibson. D. George Clooney.
Fuck. Okay.
I don't know actually.
I've tried to make them guessable, guys. So, and it's
No, that's a
particularly-
really good one. No, that's a really good
It's
one. Dude.
I've written down little explanations as well to it to give you an idea afterwards.
Cool. Good
Okay, number 3. Which character? This is an interesting one. I didn't know this. Anyway, which character did George Lucas consider making a midget? A. Chewie. B. Leia. C. Jar Jar Binks. Or D. Luke Skywalker. That's which character did George Lucas consider making a midget? A. Chewie. B. Leia. C. Jar Jar. Or D. Luke. Number 4.
Hang on. A. Chewie, what did you say?
A. Chewie. B. Leia.
Sorry.
C. Jar Jar.
Sorry.
Which has been auto-corrected to Jar Jar Blinks. No other questions. Or D. Luke Skywalker. 4. Question 4. Which bounty hunter briefly featured in The Empire Strikes Back is wearing a recycled costume from Doctor Who? A. IG-88. B. Dengar. C. Boba Fett. Or D. Bosk. You need those reading out again? A.
Nope.
IG-88. B. Dengar. C. Boba Fett. Or D. Bosk. Question number 5. Who did not attend the premiere of Star Wars: A New Hope? A. George Lucas. B. Carrie Fisher. C. Mark Hamill. Or D. Harrison Ford. That is A. Who did not attend the premiere, by the way. A. George Lucas. B. Carrie Fisher. C. Mark Hamill. Or D. Harrison Ford. And that's round 2 for me done, guys. So on to Lumb.
Perfect. Cheers, Webby. Lummy. So question number 21. Lummy's first question.
Right then, these are questions about Ghostbusters.
Oh.
And there might be some multiple choice, but there also might not be. So
All right.
look out for them. All right, here we go. So first question: who was originally going to play Louis Tully? No multiple choice. You got to just
You bitch. Okay. Oh, mate, you can't do that to us.
Yeah, I can't.
You know that, don't you, Webby?
Of course he does.
I think I might, because I think we talked about it. I think some of these.
I think we talked about it on the show.
Is bring up things we talked about it on the show previously. I think I've made a guess. So it's about the best guess I'm going to get.
We will have talked about it before on the show, definitely.
Yeah, I think we have. Fuck. Okay, yeah, question 22.
Okay. Where's me? Oh, there we go. Where was the interior of the firehouse shot? Okay, I'll give you a multiple choice for this. So the interior of the firehouse shot in the first film, where did they film it? Was it A, LA, B, New York, or C, Chicago? So the interior of the firehouse.
Interior.
Hang on. A, New York.
No, A, LA, B, New York, or C, Chicago.
Cool.
Okay.
Question 23.
Another bugger for you. What like this? Who was Slimer based on? Which it was an actor and comedian. You'll know it. That these are pretty easy, actually. Come on. Next one. You ready for the next one?
Yeah.
This is
Question
number
24. Lummy's
24.
fourth question.
24. What colour is the mood slime in Ghostbusters 2? The mood slime. What colour is it? These are easy for you.
Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah.
I think that's an easy one. Yeah.
Question 5. Easy. Who's directing Ghostbusters Afterlife? No multiple choice. Just put it down. who it is.
Fucking shit. What's his name? Oh, I think I got it.
That's it. That's the 5.
Wow. Well
I
done.
can't
man.
remember his name. I can't remember his fucking name.
Just put something you might guess right.
Ah, shit. Okay, cool. Is it my round?
Yep.
Yeah. it's
Okay,
just-
so these 5 questions are all going to be about Harry Potter.
Oh.
So, question number 1. Which Harry Potter star is a massive Leeds United fan and presents the official Leeds United club podcast? This is a
Do you
multiple
have to know
choice.
the actor's
Multiple
name?
choice. Multiple
Oh, sorry,
choice.
go on.
Is it A, Daniel Radcliffe? Is it B, Rupert Grint? Is it C, James Phelps, who played Fred? Or is it D, Matthew Lewis?
Who did he play?
Neville. So that's which Harry Potter star is a massive Leeds United fan? Is it A, Daniel Radcliffe, B, Rupert Grint, C, James Phelps, or D, Matthew Lewis? Question number 2, or question 27, sorry. Which Harry Potter character got arrested for cultivating cannabis? Which character in real life? Was it Vincent Crabbe? Was it Dudley Dursley? Was it Seamus Finnegan? Or was it Lee Jordan? So which Harry Potter character actor was arrested for cultivating cannabis? Was it A, Vincent Crabbe, B, Dudley Dursley, C, Seamus Finnegan, or D, Lee Jordan?
Were they dressed as the character when they got
They were,
caught?
yeah, they were.
There were 2
Question-
stones to take the costume off.
Expelliarmus, dude. Question 28. Where did J.K. Rowling first write the Hogwarts house names down? On what did she first write them down? Was it A, on a napkin, B, on the back of a sick bag, C, on the notepad that she always keeps on her, or D, on a train ticket? So where did she first write down for the very first time the 4 Hogwarts house names? Was it on the back of a napkin, on the back of a sick bag, on her notepad that she always keeps on her, or on a train ticket?
Might have been difficult if the sick bag were full.
Yeah, it would have been pretty tough, wouldn't it? Question 29. Okay, so which of these was the preferred Harry book title, or the proposed Harry Potter book title in the US? Was it Harry Potter and the School of Magic, A? Was it B, Harry Potter and his Lightning Scar? Was it C, Harry Potter and the Stone of Youth? Or D, Harry Potter and his Girthy Wand?
Spot the
Give
fake
up,
answer there.
Come
So
on.
which one was the proposed book title in the US? A, Harry Potter and the School of Magic. B, Harry Potter and his Lightning Scar. C, Harry Potter and the Stone of Youth. Or D, Harry Potter and his Girthy Wand? And question 30. Who did Stephen King think was a great villain? Was it A, Severus Snape, B, Voldemort, C, Dolores Umbridge, or D, Harry Potter?
Just say the question again. I missed it.
Who did Stephen King say that he thought was a great villain? Was it A, Severus Snape, B, Voldemort, C, Dolores Umbridge, or D, Harry Potter? And they were my 5 questions. So it's over to Lummy for question 31.
No, it's not.
It's not. It's over
It's
to
over to
Webby.
me, innit?
Oh, sorry. I meant to say Webby, but I was looking at him. But you're always
Thinking
on my
of
mind,
me.
Lummy. You're always on my mind.
Right, my next round is Pixar.
Ooh.
I don't know why, just popped in my head. But anyway, question number one, or question number 31. Which Pixar film is their highest grossing film to date? A, Finding Dory. B, Toy Story 4. C. Incredibles 2, or D. Toy Story 3?
Jeez, that's good. That's a good question, man.
You got a
Question
choice of two
number
on the next question.
32. This is
Next question. You've only got a choice between a 50-50 shot of this one. Nemo has a dodgy fin, but which fin? A, left, B, right.
Okay.
I've never seen Finding Nemo.
You got a 50-50 shot, buddy.
You don't put anything you want.
Question number 33.
Which actor has appeared in every Pixar movie to date? Sometimes in blink and you'll miss them roles, and sometimes not in bigger roles. A. John Leguizamo, B. John Goodman, C. John Ratzenberger, or D. John Travolta. Yeah, need those again?
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Do you need
No, we're good. Just for the viewers, just in case they didn't. It's just worth
A. John Leguizamo, B. John Goodman, C. John Ratzenberger, or D. John Travolta. Number 4. What country is the movie Coco set in? A. Peru, B. Portugal, C. Brazil, or D. Mexico. Need those again? A. Peru, B. Portugal, C. Brazil, D. Mexico. Question number 5. In Toy Story.
Question 35, just for everyone at home. Yeah.
Sorry. Question 35. In Toy Story, Woody is a cowboy. However, in early drafts, what was he originally going to be before the producers changed him to a cowboy? A. A pirate. B. A stuntman. C. A ventriloquist dummy, or D. Your mum.
Hey, somebody's been watching The Last Jedi, haven't they?
What was the first one again?
The first, sorry, okay. A. Pirate, B. Stuntman, C. Ventriloquist dummy, or D. Your mum.
Right.
That's my round over.
Nice one,
Yeah.
dude. Over to Lummy for question 36.
All right, this is called Retro Toys, but it's a bit of a grey area. There's a few things that you wouldn't class as toys, but it doesn't matter, does it? Fuck it. Right, here we go. Question 1, or number 36.
Yeah.
How much is the rarest Beanie Baby worth?
Oh.
All right, I'll give you multiple choice. It was called a Royal Blue Elephant, and it was an actual distribution error. They made it with the wrong colour. It was too dark. A little bit of a backstory. But yeah, was it A, worth $2,000, B, worth $5,000, or C, worth $7,000? A, $2,000, B, $5,000, or C, $7,000?
Question number 37.
Okay, yep, 37. How much was an Action Comics #1 sold for in 2014 on eBay? So first appearance of Superman. Okay, was it A, $2.5 million, B, $3.2 million, or C, $3.8 million?
Can you just give us those again?
Yep, A, $2.5 million, B, $3.2 million, or C, $3.8 million? Got it?
Yeah. Question number 38.
Yep, 38. Right. He-Man action figures, the 1982 to 1988 line, okay? How many action figures were made in the full run? Just the figures, not play sets, not, what do you call it? The transports or anything like that. Just the figures. So is it A, 29, B, 38, C, 45, or D, 51? How many figures were made in the entire run of them? A, 29, B, 38,
I assume you were
C45.
talking about different characters. How many characters?
Oh, yeah. All the characters all together. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant how many of. Right, okay.
45
No, the
seems
master,
a bit
the whole, master, He-Man, Skeletor, Orko, Teela, Man at Arms, all of them. How many were the med altogether in the run?
Can you keep naming them so we get to around about the number that you've... I'm kidding.
Can you, sorry,
say
in
it
which
again.
case, can you give us those answers? Because I misunderstood the question. Sorry.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, sorry. A29, B38, C45, or D51. So from 1982 to 1988, so that's a full run of the figures. How many were made?
Okay.
Wowzers.
I'm going to go... Sorry, what was the numbers again, dude?
Jesus Christ. A29, B38, C45, or D51.
Okay, got you.
Okay,
Right.
question number 39.
Okay, right. I want to know what the top selling toy of 1985 was. Okay, I've got some choices for you. A. Cabbage Patch Kids. B. Transformers. C. G.I. Joe. Or D. Teddy Ruxpin. 1985.
Oh, Jesus.
Top selling toy of 1985. A.
I wanted a Teddy Ruxpin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
I
didn't get one. Had Transformers though at that age.
Yeah.
As well.
A. Cabbage Patch Kids. B. Transformers. C. G.I. Joe. Or D. Teddy Ruxpin.
Oh, my God. Bound to be wrong, but okay. Right.
Okay.
Question 40. Lummy's last question of the Retro Toys round.
Yeah, okay. Right. I want to know the rarest retro toy to get a hold of out of these. Okay. So the one that fetches the most money basically on the collector's market. Okay. Right. A. Teddy Ruxpin. He's back. B. Strawberry Shortcake. C. Furbies. Or D. Jen and the Holograms.
Gem.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yep. Fucking even know what it was.
I used to watch it. It was a rock band.
Right, yeah, okay. So,
Right,
rarest
awesome.
retro toy out of those. Do you need them again?
No, I think
No, I've got them.
I've got
All right, just for those watching. A. Teddy Ruxpin. B. Strawberry Shortcake. C. Furby. And D. Gem and the Holograms. Okay, that's it.
Okay.
Okay, so my next round, and I thought I'd be kind to Lummy and Webby after giving them the wrestlers' names round. I would go with something that they both, and obviously the Harry Potter one, I go with something that they both really like. So my next round is a Scooby-Doo round. Both massive Scooby-Doo fans, as we've discussed on the show before. So, question,
I think he's being sarcastic.
these aren't multiple choice. This is my only non-multiple choice. Oh no, one of my only non-multiple choice rounds. So,
Oh my God.
question 1: before joining the MCU, who helped write the 2 live-action Scooby-Doo movies? Before joining the MCU, who helped write the 2 live-action Scooby-Doo movies? So that's question 41.
All right.
Question 42.
Shot in the dark, that one.
Question 42. What was Scooby-Doo's dim-witted cousin called?
Oh, shit.
It's really obvious if you think
I
about
feel like
it.
I've got one right, so carry on. While I'm on a roll.
So that was question 42. Who was Scooby-Doo's? What was his dim-witted cousin called? Okay, so question number 3: which comedy duo was Scooby and Shaggy inspired by? Which comedy duo was Scooby and Shaggy inspired by? That's a pretty easily guessable one as well when you think about the time that it came out.
Well, that's not right then. Okay.
Question 44. What song inspired Scooby-Doo's name? What song inspired the name Scooby-Doo?
And none of these multiple choice, you freak. The fuck's
Nope.
wrong? I don't pull songs out of my ass. Do you think it is?
Think about it. Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo.
All right. Got it. I've got an answer. I've got an answer.
Okay.
Hang on. I got an answer.
I've got some questions coming in as well.
I haven't actually got an answer for that. Bloody hell.
Really?
Yeah, I'm just going to leave it blank. I can't think. I'll come back to it.
Come back to it when it tells you answer.
Question 45. Why did Casey Kasem stop voicing Shaggy? So why did he leave the show between 97 and 2002?
Did he come back to it, or can you not tell us that?
He came back to it in 2002. So he left the show between 1997 and 2002. Why did he leave the show?
I need something more to go on than this. I need a multiple choice. I haven't got a clue. Balls dropped.
Just have to write something. I don't know.
Fuck you know.
I don't actually know. Don't know.
Like, it's literally the only round I've got where it's like a bit of geek knowledge is required. The rest is sort of all multiple choice.
Yeah, if you'd have done that on any of the other topics, I might have stood a fucking chance. But having never watched Scooby-Doo, I'm kind of fucked.
It's all right. It's just a bit of fun, Webb. Calm down.
Voice. Right. Okay.
Cool. So they were my that was my Scooby-Doo round, and now we're going to Webby for question number 46.
I'm not too proud of this round. I think it's my weakest round, guys. Which means you probably get a couple of answers right at least. So, okay, who sang the theme? Oh, sorry, this topic is Goonies. Chose Goonies for this. Number one, who sang the theme tune to the Goonies, also known as Goonies, Are Good Enough? A, Blondie. C, Cyndi Lauper. I should have taken all the multiple choice out.
Sorry.
Cyndi Lauper. B, C, Madonna. Or D, Sheena Easton. A, Blondie. C, Cyndi Lauper. Sorry, B, Cyndi Lauper. C, Madonna. D, Sheena Easton. Question 2.
Question 47.
Which of the Goonies, one of the Goonies grew up to be motherfucking Thanos, but which one? No multiple choice, as I thought it was quite easy.
Okay.
Which Goonie character? So which answer are you looking for? Sorry, man. Actor or character name?
I'll accept either.
Okay.
I suppose. Just make it. In fact, I'm not going to accept either. I'm going to make it more difficult. No, it's got to be the actor's name.
Actor's name.
Right. Question 3. What year saw the theatrical release of Goonies in both the US and the UK? A, 1983. B, 1986. C, 1984. Or D, 1985. Could have done them in order, but I thought, nah. A, 1983. B, 1986. C, 1984 or D, 1985. We're looking for the theatrical release of Goonies in the US and the UK.
Yeah.
Question 4. What's Chunk's real name?
That's question 49. Question 49.
A, Lawrence. B, Jeff. C, Joey. Or D, Lloyd.
And question 50?
Question 50 is, when did Chester Copperpot go missing? A, 1930. B, 1932. C, 1942. Or D, 1935.
Can we have those again, please?
A, 1930. B, 1932. C, 1942. Or D, 1935. That's it for round 4 of mine.
And we're back over to Lummy for question 51. What's your roundabout, Lummy?
All right.
What's your roundabout?
Indiana Jones, this section is. Okay, question 1. I think these are pretty easy as well. No multiple choice here. Who did they originally cast as Indiana Jones, but he couldn't do it? I want the actor's name, not Indiana Jones. You got it?
Mm-hmm.
That was 51.
Yeah, I've got an answer.
All right, that's fine. 52. Okay, what was there a drawing of on the wall in the Well of Souls? These are all Raiders of the Lost Ark, I think, actually. First film. Yeah, okay. What was there a drawing of on the wall in the Well of Souls? So when they go down to get the Ark, there's a drawing on the wall in there. What is it of? It's a bit of an in-joke. I'll give you that as a little clue.
I think I got that.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. This is doing my head in this round.
Yeah.
I love Indiana Jones, but I can't.
You'll know it. You'll know it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to really piss me off.
You ready for next one? 53?
Yeah.
53?
Yeah.
Okay, complete the quote. It's not the years, honey. Gotta finish the quote. Thought I'd throw a quote in for you.
It's not the years, honey.
What's the rest of it?
No idea.
Are you joking? I thought you.
I know it, but I don't know. You know what I mean? I can't
This is going to be one of those rounds that I'm going to kick myself for
Wow.
each of the.
All right.
Yeah,
I thought you'd like.
really,
I thought that were really easy as well. Okay.
It's going to. Well, it's only easy if you know
I
it.
knew which movie it were from, which one.
Lost Ark.
Yeah, these
It's
are all.
that-
These are all
sounds.
Lost Ark
It
ones.
sounds like a Temple of Doom line though, but yeah, he said it's Lost Ark.
Next one, 54. We on
Yeah.
54?
Yeah.
Indiana Jones' bullwhip was sold at auction in 1999. How much for? I'll give you multiple choice. Was it A, $26,000, B, $35,000, C, $43,000, or D, $51,000? So A, $26,000, B, $35,000, C, $43,000, or D, $51,000.
And question number 5 from Lummy.
Question number 5 is, where were Steven Spielberg and George Lucas when Lucas pitched the idea of Indiana Jones to him? Where were they?
Oh no! I bought this up the other week.
And I'll accept a few answers on that one. Really, I can.
I know. Yeah.
Just to boggle your minds a bit further,
I know.
I think this blends into an answer from me earlier on as well. Something else, if I'm correct in my questioning.
No further questions, Your Honour.
Okay, so the question number 56. This round is about the stupidest superhero names. So the same as the wrestling one, but with superheroes instead. So which is the correct superhero name? Okay, so this is, well, I say question 1. This is actually, what question are we on of the whole thing?
56 should be, shouldn't it?
56, of course it is. Question 56. Is the real superhero name A, Neck Slice Guy, B, Nut Kick Kid, C, Amputated Leg Man, or D, Arm Fall Off Boy?
What?
So which is the real superhero name? Is it A, Neck Slice Guy, B, Nut Kick Kid, C, Amputated Leg Man, or D, Arm Fall Off Boy?
I think I know that one, but I've no idea why or where I know it from.
Do you need them reading again?
No, I'm all right.
You right? Lummy, you okay?
Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah.
Okay. Question number 57. Which is the real superhero name? Is it A, Monkey Joe, B, Dog Danny, C, Rat Jacob, or D, Barry Bear? Which is the real superhero name? Is it A, Monkey Joe, B, Dog Danny, C, Rat Jacob, or D, Barry Bear?
No idea.
I can't remember the first two. What were the first two again?
A
Monkey
was
Joe.
Monkey Joe, B was Dog Danny, C was Rat Jacob, and D was Barry Bear. Question number 58. Who is the real superhero? Is it A, Leatherman? Is it B, Leatherboy? Is it C, the Leather Chaps? Or is it D, Evil Leather? Which is the real superhero? Is it A, Leatherman, B, Leatherboy, C, the Leather Chaps, or D, Evil Leather?
All right, put some up.
Question number 59. Is it A, Captain Conifer, B, Sergeant Sycamore, C, Major Maple Leaf, or D, Lieutenant London Plain? Is it A, Captain Conifer, B, Sergeant Sycamore, C, Major Maple Leaf, or D, Lieutenant London Plain? And my last question of this round, is it A, Atomic Chomp, B, Hungry Guy, C, Matter Eater Lad, D, Particle Biter Boy?
Wow.
So that's question 60. Is it A, Atomic Chomp, B, Hungry Guy, C, Matter Eater Lad, or D, Particle Biter Boy? And I think we're on to the last round each now with Webby. So we're on to what's your round about, Webby?
My probably grammatically incorrect round is nearly casted. I don't know. Anyway, people who were nearly casting stuff, but they ended up not getting cast in it. So question 1. Which actor turned down the part of Michael Corleone in the Godfather franchise, explaining in a later interview, at the time, I believe that Indians should play Indians and Italians should play Italians? Was it A, Peter Fonda, B, Jack Nicholson, C, James Gandolfini, or D, Christopher Walken?
Good question, Webb.
That's a really good question.
Okay. Do you want them again? Any of them again?
No.
Okay. Question 2. Which of these actors was almost Forrest Gump? A, John Travolta, B, Nicolas Cage, C, Al Pacino, or D, Dustin Hoffman?
Good God. Could be any of them.
Yeah.
This is a bit of a bitch, this one, I have to say. The whole round, it's a toughie. Okay.
Question 63.
Question 63. Question 3 of this round is, which of these actors was nearly cast as Ferris Bueller? A, Charlie Sheen, B, Judd Nelson, C, Johnny Depp, or D, Emilio Estevez? Sorry, I've got a crackle going on, one sec. Stop it. What are you doing?
Question 64.
Question 64. Which actor was turned down for the role of the Terminator as the director thought he just wasn't believable as he was too nice? A, O.J. Simpson, B, Sylvester Stallone, C, Bruce Willis, or D, Kevin Costner?
Wow.
Got right to the end.
65.
I got right to the end of all these questions, realised it was a bit cock heavy, all this, and for some reason there's not much female representation going, so I stuck a lady question in there. Which actress was almost cast as Rey in The Force Awakens? A, Charlize Theron, B, I can't say her name, Saoirse Ronan, C, Keira Knightley, or D, Emma Watson?
Bloody hell. Bloody hell.
And that's it for that round. Next.
Excellent. Nice one. Lummy, over to you. What's this round? Your last round, Lummy. What is it about?
All right, this is about the Nintendo NES. Nintendo
Nice.
Entertainment System.
Okay, cool. Question.
Also known as the Famicom in Japan, I believe.
Well, I didn't realise actually. Sorry, just to interrupt. That the Mega Drive was also the Genesis. That they actually that in America there was a storage company called Mega Drive. So that's why they ended up having to change the name. Anyway, sorry, carry on. So question number 66.
Yep. Right, I want to know the rarest game for the NES out of the following. The rarest game. Okay. You've got a choice. Is it A, Little Samson? Okay. B, Bonk's Adventure. C, Stadium Events. Or D, Panic Restaurant. So A, Little Samson. B, Bonk's Adventure. C, Stadium Events. And D, Panic Restaurant. The rarest game to get older.
Crikey.
Okay.
Right.
Question number 67.
Yep. How many games were made for the NES? Okay, altogether.
Oh, shit.
Right. Multiple choice. Was it A, 406, B, 506, C, 606, or D, 706? 406, 506, 606, or 706? I watched a really good documentary about a guy who went around the country, USA, and tried to buy all the games.
Wow.
Can't remember what it was called. It was good.
Greedy bastard.
Yeah, it's called I'm Skin.
Yeah, it's called My Wife's Left Me. Question number 68.
They weren't married.
Well, there you are.
I was going to say it was called 45-year-old virgin or something.
Right, okay, next question. How many NES games include Mario? Right, okay. So is it A12, B8, A12, B15, C18, or D20? So we're talking all the ones that include Mario on the NES.
Okay.
You read out the options again. Sorry, Lummy.
A12, B15, C18, or D20? 12, 15, 18, or 20?
Wowzers.
Okay.
Question number 69.
Yeah. When was the NES released in Japan? Oh, I want a date. I'll tell you the year, 1983. I want a date. Was it June the 15th, A?
Right.
Or B, hang on. A, June 15th. B, July 15th. C, August 15th. Or D, September 15th. There you go. So pick a month, basically. Right.
And your last question, question number 70.
Last question. According to a survey, what's the hardest NES game to finish? Is it A, Mega Man, B, Silver Surfer, C, Ghosts and Goblins, or D, Battletoads? So A, Mega Man, B, Silver Surfer, C, Ghosts and Goblins, or D, Battletoads? The hardest game.
I've actually played a couple of them.
And
none of them were easy.
Yeah, that's the idea.
3 lives.
Okay.
Stop Googling. Tree.
I'm not. For my next, for my round and question 71, I have found some superhero sex toys. And you have to guess the name. Use them. You have to guess the name or come up with your. I should have done this as multiple choice, to be fair. You have to guess the name or come up with your own funniest name for it.
I'm starting a new page for this one.
So, question 71. What is the name of this superhero sex toy?
Right, okay. So
you get a point for the funniest name, or you get a point for a funny name, or you get a point for the real name.
Are they based on real superheroes, or is it ones that make
real superheroes? That is
that's a giant green fist, mate.
No, that's Thanos's.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna put what I think it is and a silly title. Sod it.
Oh God.
Question number 72. What is the name, or come up with a funny name, for this superhero sex toy? I mean, I'm just really curious who is buying these. Or which really brave geek is like, hey, honey.
Quite proud of that answer. Quite proud of that one.
Okay, similar. Oh, no, actually, we won't do that one. So that was question 72?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. 73.
I can
Just
see
saw
that.
I just saw the better one for my last one. Sorry, hang on.
I can't see what the other bit is, Rich.
It's a stand for it. It's a stand for it.
Okay.
It's got its own stand in case you want to display it. It's a shelf. I'm hoping your answer is going to be funnier than theirs because the real names are shit.
What's the actual name for that?
Mjolnir.
Mjolnir. Fuck him.
I mean, that's the plan, I think.
That's my answer.
Okay, and question 74. What is the name?
Where did you find these?
I googled it. What is the name?
They're all on his mum's bedside table.
There you go. We're gonna put that up. Bruce better clear his internet page. Yeah. He already had it on it. He already had this on.
To be fair, I was looking for superhero porn films, and they were all thinking, "Oh, this will be genius," but they're all called like Superman, XXX, Avengers, XXX. I was like, "Oh, this is shit." Okay, so what's the name of this superhero themed sex toy?
Is this 74? This, yeah,
74.
Oh, hang on, I can't quite work out who that's meant to be. Is that
a button or a pattern?
They're all Avengers related.
Can you give us a clue to who it is? Because I can't see the picture, Rich. I can't tell whose design or anything is on it.
There isn't really a design on it, to be honest, man.
Okay. I think I know what it is, but
I've got it.
You know what it is.
You know what it is. There's a little clue at the top where you might have a look at.
That little bit there.
I know a guy who's worn a few of them out, actually.
And question 75, the last question, would you believe it, of our big fat geek quiz. What is the name of this superhero themed sex toy?
We're going out with a bang.
Him.
Okay.
So stupid.
I can't even think we're trying to guess the real name of the thing what they've called it. It's like
I know. Yeah.
Depends how good they are at making stuff up, doesn't it? They might just be all. We're gonna have to go for the comedy answers, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if mine are going to come across as comedy answers or not, but hey. Okay, well I think we're all done. That's it.
Yeah.
So at this point, how are we going to run it? Are we going to?
So we're just going to go through all of the answers. So we're going to start off right from the beginning. So first up was Nathan. So it's 1 point per question, isn't it?
I'm looking at the answers and forgetting.
So those watching it, playing at home, do your scores, and then we'll ask for your totals. Because there is only a possibility of the three of us geeks being able to get 50 points, but our audience have a possibility of 75 points. What we're going to do is for each question where neither of the geeks get an answer right,
whoever asks the question gets 1 point, and that is up to a maximum of 25 points. So that means basically everyone has the ability of getting 75 points. Don't worry, Nathan, I'll keep score of this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. The first question I asked was, in what year did Batman make his first appearance? The answer was C, 1939.
Yeah.
Batman first appeared in Detective Comics issue number 27 on March the 30th, 1939.
Are we allowed to do that every time we get one right?
Yeah, of course you can. I didn't get that right.
Judging now, I've seen all the fucking questions. If I get one right, yeah, damn right. I'll be celebrating.
I genuinely didn't know that either. That's I just had a guess. But there.
Question two.
Question two. How much did Jack Nicholson make on Batman in 1989? The answer, believe it or not, is C, 100 million.
Wow.
Let me explain, right? Jack Nicholson accepted a pay cut because his fee was 10 million. He reduced it down to 6 million because he wanted the part and he wanted to play it, but also took an estimated 10% of the gross of the film and scored merchandising rights for his likeness to be used in any of the Joker things, bringing the total accumulated earnings to around the $100 million mark.
Jesus.
Holy shit.
Fucking unbelievable, right?
I put 1 million. That's...
I put 10. Was it B10?
I put 10 originally, but then when Webby went, I struggle to believe this.
You know what? He asked for 10 at first, and they said, well, we'd love to, but that's a third of the budget, because the budget for the film was 35 million. So he said, well, all right, I'll take a slice of the cut then, and I'll reduce it to 6 million. You know, doing him a favour. Jesus. Anyway, so which of these Batmans, question number 3 was, which of these Batman's villains was introduced first? A, Catwoman, B, Mr. Freeze, C, the Penguin, D, the Riddler.
What did you put, Rich?
I put the Penguin.
I put Riddler.
You're both wrong. It was Catwoman.
Shit.
Wow.
Catwoman was in Batman number 1 in 1940. The Penguin was 1941. The Riddler 1948. And Mr. Freeze didn't arrive on the scene until 1959.
Oh.
Yeah, man.
Question number 4.
Question number 4 was, which of the following is not a real Batman villain? A, Polka Dot Man, B, Naked Mole Rat Man, C, Lord Deathman, or D, Snowman? The answer was B, Naked Mole Rat Man.
I put Lord Deathman.
I put whatever C was.
Lord Deathman.
Lord Deathman, same as me. Yeah. So, go on, Webby. 5th question.
This one's actually quite well known, I think, if you know your Batman games. Who is Dr. Jarvis Tetch better known as? A, the Mad Hatter, B, Clock King, C, Scarecrow, or D, Calendar Man?
Mad Hatter.
Oh, you got?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. That's it.
Okay, so Webby, you got an extra 3 points from that round because there were 3 questions where neither Lummy nor I were able to answer.
Now I understand. Okay.
See, you get the idea? Okay, so Lummy, question number 6.
Fuck
right,
you, Lummy.
Your Lego round.
Right, okay. Biggest Lego set, was it A, Lego Coliseum, B, UCS Millennium Falcon, C, Lego Harry Potter Hogwarts Castle, or the Taj Mahal? What do you think?
I said the Colosseum, but I think it was the Taj Mahal.
You're both right, Coliseum?
Colosseum. Oh, brilliant. Cool.
Okay.
Question number 7.
Yeah, rarest Star Wars minifigure. Was it A, Boba Fett Trio, B, White Gold R2-D2, or C, Gold C-3PO?
I said the San Diego Trio.
Webb, you got it right. B, it was the White Gold R2-D2.
It's because you said white gold. I thought, that's...
I did wonder that, but yeah.
Well, it could have been. It depends how rare they were. You know, how many they sold. Depends.
Mate, I've been lucky. I've been really lucky so far.
All right. When was Lego first introduced in the USA? Was it A, 1960, B, 1961, C, 1962, or D, 1963? It was actually
63.
I said 62.
It was 62.
Oh, well done.
Hey.
That was a total shot in the dark, though.
Yeah, had to be in it. What are Lego staff called? I thought
Question number 9. Question number 9.
Was it A, Master? Go on. A, Master Builder, B, Master Model Builder, or C, Model Builder?
I'm pretty sure I got this wrong, but I put Master Builder.
I put Master Model Builder.
Master Model Builder. He's right.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought that was quite a good question. Nobody else fucking did.
Shit, fucking question.
You bastard. How many Lego sets are sold each second over Christmas worldwide?
I just went for the top answer, I think.
A4, B10, C18, or C28?
I said 28.
28, yeah.
Yeah,
I actually
Okay,
read it out wrong. I read me. Didn't
Lummy
Wowzers, man.
didn't get any extra points in that round.
Oh, you did well.
Okay, so
Wow,
wrestling names. So question
Oh,
number
fuck, yeah.
11.
No way.
Was it the giant? Was it Giant Baba?
Yes.
The big log, the big brown thing, or massive shit?
I put B.
I put
Actually, that was a play on words because there is a wrestler called the Big Dog. But I had a little play, so I thought Martin and Roberto might appreciate that. But it was A, the giant Baba, whose real name Shohei Baba. There's just this thing about having giant in front of a wrestler's name, and he didn't really appreciate how Baba was going to be interpreted in the English language. But still famous wrestler. 2, was it Chow? Now this is a real call to how racially insensitive the WWF was. So, is it A, Chow Mein Wong, B, Fat Schlong, C, Kung Fu Naki, or D, Tiger Balls?
I put C.
I put B, Kung Fu Naki.
It was. Oh well, it was Kung Fu Naki. So that, but that was C. But it was Kung Fu Naki. So you're both right.
Oh, sorry, man.
Yeah. His real name was Soishoi Funaki. The WWF didn't think that American audience would be able to pronounce his name, so they decided to call him Kung Fu Naki. His name is Funaki. They decided to call him Kung Fu Naki without even considering that Kung Fu is Chinese. And
Mate, I've already got 2 more right in this round than I thought I was going to do, so I'm happy. Leave it here.
Okay, so question number 13. Was it Billy Big Wang, 10-Man Gang, Tommy Gang Bang, or Jimmy Wang Yang?
I put D.
Jimmy Wang Yang?
I put 10-Man Gang.
I see there was a wrestler called One Man Gang. That's where I've played with you there, but it was D, Jimmy Wang Yang.
Holy shit.
It was their Asian cowboy character that they had. The real wrestler's name was James Yun. And
they just thought Americans wouldn't be able to pronounce that.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? It's crazy, isn't it? Question number 14. Was it A, Batman, B, Super Dan, C, Spider Yan, or D, Captain America?
I went for D.
I went for C.
It was actually A, Batman. They had a character called Batman, really unoriginal. He literally bought his outfit before his first match at a Target. So it was just, and he went down to the ring and he wrestled in that. The wrestler's real name was Tony Marino.
The same as Batman?
No, double T, just to avoid the, Question number 15. Was it Chili McFreeze, A, B, Baron Von Ruthless, C, Ice Dagger, or D, the Ringmaster?
I went for B.
Baron Von Ruthless?
Yeah.
It was actually D, the Ringmaster. Now, that was, you'll know this, Nathan. Well, you won't know it, but you'll know the wrestler. It was Stone Cold Steve Austin's name in the WWE. Actually, they gave him the name the Ringmaster. He hated it and complained. So they said, all right, well, you've either got that or you've got Chili McFreeze, Baron Von Ruthless, or Ice Dagger. So they were the names that they gave him as like an ultimatum. So there you are.
So Gittins has earned himself 2 points from that round.
Yes, I have. Yeah. 2 points. Yeah.
Okay.
Excellent. So over to Webby. Question number 16.
Ghostbusters. Was it Ghostbusters? No, that's your
It
round.
was Star Wars.
Star Wars, mate. I'm looking at that's on the flipping page right in front of me. Star Wars. Who is the only non-Jedi seen using a lightsaber in the original trilogy? How would you guys get on with that?
Right, I thought it was a trick.
Han Solo.
Yeah, right.
I said Luke before he was a Jedi.
Yeah, but he's a Jedi in the original trilogy, isn't he? Eventually, so
yeah. Solo used it in Oath where he cuts the.
That's it. That's the right answer.
Yeah, see, but I was thinking of the first film when I was thinking of okay.
Original trilogy, yeah, it was Han when he was slicing up and the tauntaun on Hoth.
Yeah,
Question
I didn't even think about Empire. I literally thought we were talking about Star Wars and not Empire. That was my fault.
Question 2 was which actor pulled out of Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith? Christian Bale, Gary Oldman, Mel Gibson, or George Clooney. Anybody get that one?
I put Gary Oldman.
I put Gary Oldman as well. I was torn between him or Christian Bale, but
You're
Yeah,
both
same
right.
here.
It was Gary Oldman. Gary Oldman had agreed to be the voice of General Grievous, but pulled out of the film as he was using actors who were not part of the Screen Actors Guild Union, of which he was a member.
Fair.
So he's
Cool.
spat his dummy out. That was a
Ooh,
tough one to
question.
come up with alternative
Yeah,
believable
I can imagine, yeah.
people until I learned that Christian Bale was supposed to be Anakin Skywalker, which would have made a fucking way better Anakin Skywalker for me. I like him. Good actor. Anyway,
right. Time. Let's
number
keep going.
3.
Question 18.
George Lucas. What character did George? I didn't know this one. Which character did George Lucas consider making a midget? Chewie, Leia, Jar Jar, or Luke Skywalker? What'd you
I
get?
put Chewie.
I put Chewie. I didn't know this.
Luke Skywalker.
I did think it was going to be. Yeah, okay.
Believe it or not, at one point Lucas planned for Luke, Uncle Owen, and Aunt Beru to be midgets. According to some sources, the line "Aren't you a little short to be a stormtrooper?" is a remnant of this story idea.
Yeah. I just assumed that he was going to do it with Chewie and then created the Ewoks as like a tribute to that idea that he'd all. Yeah.
Now this is one that I knew.
Question number 19.
Number 19, which bounty hunter briefly featured in The Empire Strikes Back is wearing a recycled costume from Doctor Who? I knew this, but I don't think I could have guessed the right answer before I researched it. So IG-88, Dengar, Boba Fett, or Bosk? The answer is Bosk.
Bosk, yeah.
Yeah. Costume was worn by a pilot in the Doctor Who episode The 10th Planet.
Question 20.
If Lummy is correct with the indie question that he asked, who did not attend the premiere of Star Wars: A New Hope? A. George Lucas, B. Carrie Fisher, C. Mark Hamill, D. Harrison Ford.
Then in which case,
who have you put?
Lucas.
It's going to be Lucas, but I put Ford.
Yeah, Lucas. Lucas was so sure the film was going to flop. He went on holiday to Hawaii with Steven Spielberg, where they came up with the idea for Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah. Which is what I'd mentioned the other week when I said what would happen if Star Wars.
Yeah. So that's me for that round. I don't know how many I've got.
Excellent. So you got an extra point there, Webby, because there was one that neither of us got.
Yeah, the Chewie, the short.
Yeah, the Chewie one. Over to Lummy.
Yeah, Ghostbusters. Yeah, ready?
Yeah.
Question 21. Who was originally going to play Lewis Tully?
John Candy.
John Candy. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get that.
Always comes back to Candy.
I said Michael J. Fox.
Question 22. Where was the interior of the firehouse shot? Was it LA, New York, or Chicago?
I said Chicago.
I said Chicago as well because I thought New York was too obvious and LA was too weird.
LA.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be LA because of a soundstage.
It was a shot in the dark, that one.
You get yourself an extra point there, Lummy.
Right.
23.
Okay. Right. 23. Who was Slimer based on?
Danny DeVito.
John Belushi.
John Belushi.
Of course it was.
Got it. What colour is the mood slime in Ghostbusters 2?
Pink.
Yeah. Who is directing Ghostbusters Afterlife?
Yeah,
Jason Reitman.
Jason Reitman. Well done. Yeah.
That.
So I got 1 point.
Okay. So you got one extra point there, Lummy. Okay, so the Harry Potter round.
Oh, God.
Oh, Jesus.
So,
I think I know this first one. I think
I've got a few of these, actually.
Question 26. Which Harry Potter star is a Leeds United fan? Is it A. Daniel Radcliffe, B. Rupert Grint, C. James Phelps, or D. Matthew Lewis?
Is it Neville?
D.
It is. It's Neville, Matthew Lewis. Yeah, and he does.
I got that.
He does co-host the official club podcast from his.
From Leeds, isn't it? It's from Leeds.
He's from Leeds. Yeah, he's a lovely lad. He's a nice guy.
Despite his shite taste in football teams.
Question 2. Which Harry Potter character or character actor was arrested for cultivating cannabis? Was it A. Vincent Crabbe, B. Dudley Dursley, C. Seamus Finnegan, or D. Lee Jordan?
Now, by process of elimination, I don't think it's Dudley Dursley because he's still an actor and he's in Coen Brothers movies and all sorts of shit. He was in that Queen's Gambit. So I don't think it's him. I put down Vincent Crabbe.
So did I.
It was indeed Jamie Wyatt who played Vincent Crabbe.
I seem to remember reading
120
Yeah, I remember.
hours of community service for doing it. I should have put Goyle in there, actually, shouldn't I? As one of
I wonder
the
how much he'd have fucking got if he hadn't been in Harry Potter. How much
Oh,
time did he have to do?
he's had a lot. Well, it was because of the filming that he was actually given a lesser sentence. So he also smashed a place up at a riot. He was caught with a petrol bomb in his hand. Photo of him at a riot.
Expelliarmus.
Expelliarmus, yeah. So anyway, question number 28, I believe. Where did J.K. Rowling first write down the names of the Hogwarts houses? Was it on the back of a napkin, on the back of a sick bag, on the notebook that she keeps on her at all times, or D, on a train ticket?
I put sick bag.
I put train ticket.
It was B, sick bag.
Oh, well done,
I put that just because I thought it was the most interesting one. Well,
yeah. Question 29. Okay, so which were the proposed book titles in the US for Harry Potter for the first
It could all be plausible in the US, let's face it.
Was it A, Harry Potter and the School of Magic, B, Harry Potter and his Lightning Scar, C, Harry Potter and the Stone of Youth, or D, Harry Potter and his Girthy Wand?
I put the School of Magic just because it's so fucking basic.
Yeah, I put C. I was going to put the School of Magic, but I put C.
It was indeed A, the School of Magic.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well done, Webby.
Makes sense.
And the last one in the Harry Potter section, so question 30 is, who did Stephen King think was a great villain? Was it A, Severus Snape, B, Voldemort, C, Dolores Umbridge, or D, Harry Potter?
I put Harry Potter.
I put Harry Potter as well.
It was actually C, Dolores Umbridge.
Yeah. Fucking red herring, dickhead.
Nah, it's going to be a trick question.
Yeah, I did as well.
He
It was clearly going to be Umbridge, man. It really was, but Harry Potter kind of thought, oh, yeah.
It's a perfect Stephen King character, if you think about it.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
So I got 1 extra point for that. So we're back to Webby for question 31 and his Pixar round.
Let's try and blast through these as fast as we can, because it's...
it's 5 past 6.
Cracking on, right. Pixar, the highest... I'm just going to tell you the straight answers. How about that?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
So the highest grossing Pixar film to date is actually Incredibles 2, which was answer C.
No way. Okay,
Yeah.
I got that wrong. Did you get it, Lummy? No. See, yeah, just let us know if you don't get it so I can give him a point.
Just credentials to back that up is Incredibles 2 was $1.242 billion. Toy Story 4, $1.73. 1.073 billion. Toy Story 3, 1.066 billion, and Finding Dory was 1.028 billion.
I put Toy Story 3.
Nemo. Question number two. Nemo's dodgy fin is his
left,
right fin.
Motherfucker.
Oh, I put left as well.
Webby, you are clearing up for
it's Lucky Fin.
You're doing well, Webby.
Which actor? This is an easy one, really.
I've never seen it.
Which actor has appeared in nearly every Pixar movie? In fact, every Pixar movie, actually. I misworded
John Goodman?
No, John
Ratzenberger. Yeah.
From Cheers.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I saw a really awesome meme. Hang on one sec. I saw a really awesome meme the other day of a picture of the cantina and somebody put at the bottom. I was watching Star Wars. Every time I watch this film, I notice something new. And in the picture were Norm and Cliff from Cheers at the bar in the fucking cantina. That was really cool. Okay, which country is the movie Coco set in? The answer was D, Mexico.
Yeah. I put Brazil.
I got Mexico. Yeah, good film.
Question 35.
This is a weird one. In Toy Story, Woody is a cowboy. However, in the early drafts, what was he originally going to be before the producers changed him to a cowboy? The choices was pirate, stuntman, ventriloquist dummy, or your mum.
Ventriloquist dummy.
Ventriloquist dummy.
Yeah.
Perfect.
The producers wisely changed this as they decided they didn't want to scare the shit out of the kids.
Yeah.
Off film where they put the fucking ventriloquist dummies all over it.
Okay, Lummy, over to you for your retro toys round. Question number 36.
Okay. How much is the rarest Beanie Baby worth? Is it $2,000, $5,000, or $7,000?
$7,000.
$5,000.
Ah, you bastard.
Yes! I told you I was going to do that at some point.
Question 37.
How much was an Action Comics #1 sold for in 2014 on eBay? Was it A, 2.5 million, B, 3.2 million, or C, 3.8 million?
3.2 million?
I've got 3.2.
Yeah, 3.2.
Sweet.
Both right. Well done. Next question. He-Man action figures 1982 to 1988 line. How many were made in total? A, 29, B, 38, C, 45, or D, 51?
I put 38.
I put 45.
Both wrong. 51.
Lumb gets an extra point.
Number 4, or whatever it is.
39.
39. Top selling toy of 1985 was it A, Cabbage Patch Kids, B, Transformers, C, G.I. Joe, or D, Teddy Ruxpin?
Pretty sure I got
Cabbage
this wrong.
Patch Kids.
What do you think, Webb?
Transformers.
Cabbage Patch Kids is right. Were massive, massive.
And they were all massive. That's why
they were all massive, but that were massive.
Yeah. That was the massivest.
That were massive attack.
Okay, question 40.
Rarest retro toy out of these: A, Teddy Ruxpin, B, Strawberry Shortcake, or C, Furbies, or D, Gem and the Holograms.
See, I put Furbies. I was an idiot for putting Furbies.
I put Strawberry Shortcake because I think there's something about the smell.
Rich, you're right. Furbies.
Sweet,
cool.
If you sell a Furby for about $900, I don't know what it says.
That's
Really?
the round I've done the best on. Yeah, I just remember reading somewhere that they were. Okay, so this is the round that you two hated. And to be honest, I feel really bad for this round. I'm so sorry.
I haven't written a song yet.
Oh, hang on. Did I get any points for last round or not? Did you get everything?
Yeah, you did get an extra point. Yeah. Sorry, I've kept it. I've been keeping a total for you both.
Sorry.
Yeah. So you've got 2 extra points so far, Lummy.
All right. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Scooby-Doo. Before joining the MCU, who helped write the 2 live-action Scooby-Doo movies?
This is a bit of a stretch. What have you put?
I put what are they called? Russo brothers.
Did you? I put Kevin Feige because I thought, fuck it, may as well go big.
Nope. It was James Gunn.
Yeah. Son of a gun.
Yeah. Question 2. What was Scooby-Doo's dim-witted cousin? Sorry. This is question 42. What was Scooby-Doo's dim-witted cousin called?
I just put Scooby-Doo.
Scrappy-Doo.
Scooby-Dumb.
Oh, fuck.
That's what I was like. It's really obvious.
Oh, is that his nephew or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his nephew.
What a bullshit round.
Question, I'm really sorry. Question 3, which, although I know people did get these answers right because I've seen it. Question 3, which comedy duo were Scooby and Shaggy inspired by?
The only one that popped in my head was Abbott and Costello.
I put that as well.
You're right.
I also thought Laurel and Hardy. I thought maybe, but
no, it was Abbott and
then
Costello.
he said something about if you think about the time, and I thought, maybe it's them then. I was really lucky there though because I thought I'd got it wrong. And this one, I'm pretty fucking sure I've got wrong.
Oh, dude, this one, I even fucking hummed a bit of it for you, which gave it away to some people watching because I've seen their answers. But question number, is it wheel 44 here? 44.
Yeah, probably.
What song inspired Scooby-Doo's name?
My Way.
No, you're close. You're close.
Raindrops keep falling on my head.
Same singer on me.
Strangers in the Night.
Yeah, Strangers in the Night. Because they heard Frank Sinatra singing, and they heard him go doobie doobie doo, and he went, "Oh, Scooby Doo," and that's where he got the name from.
Shit.
Close, Lummy, close.
That was close.
Question 45. Why did Casey Kasem leave the show? Stop voicing Shaggy between the years 1997 and 2002.
I put that he started doing presenting work, so he had to leave.
I thought that he had voice cancer.
No, it's because he refused to do the voice of Shaggy for a series of Burger King adverts because of his veganism. And actually, when he came back to the show, and they had a big argument about it. And when he came back to the show, because it wasn't really working out for them, they called him back to the show, and he said, "Only if we can make Shaggy a vegetarian." And they were like, okay. So Shaggy then became a vegetarian from 2002 onwards.
Oh, yeah. It's interesting.
There you go.
That's some Hollywood power. The guy who did Kermit's voice could have used a bit of that, eh?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Okay, so Webby, question
round. This was a bit. I'm really sorry. This was a bitch of a round, man. I hope you got some right. Nearly casted. person who turned down the part.
Wait,
of
no, Goonies.
Oh shit! I
Goonies.
skipped it. Oh my god! I thought we were way further than we were.
No.
Oh,
Goonies.
this is easy. The answer to question 1 was Cyndi Lauper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
B. Yeah, thought you'd both get that. One of the Goonies grew up to be Thanos. Which one?
Josh Brolin.
I couldn't remember his. Fuck, that was it. I couldn't remember his name.
Yeah, Josh Brolin. What year saw the theatrical release of Goonies? in the US?
85.
Yeah.
85. Cool.
Did you get that as well, Lumb?
Yeah.
What's Chunk's real name?
Lawrence.
Jeff Cohen. Did you want the actor?
No, the Chunk's
He
real
gave
name.
you multiple choice of the actual
Did you?
characters' names. Yeah.
I don't fucking. I wasn't listening. I thought you
Sorry,
said.
man.
I thought you would give us choice of like Jeff and.
Yeah, I did, but I also gave you the choice of Lawrence.
I wasn't listening.
Maybe that's my bad wording. I do apologise. I should have said
No.
character's name.
Strike against
Don't worry.
me.
Question 50. Question 50.
Right.
When did Chester Copperpot go missing?
I put 42 as well.
35.
So Nathan, you get an extra point for that. Okay, Lummy, to your Indiana Jones round, which I sucked at. I got one question right.
Oi.
51. Who did they originally cast as Indiana Jones?
Tom Selleck.
Tom Selleck.
Yeah, I put Nick Cage.
52. What was there a drawing of on the wall in the Well of the Souls?
R2 and C3PO.
R2 and C3PO. Yeah.
Well, I never knew that. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I did not know that. I'm going to have to watch it again. Okay.
This is annoying, this one. I can't remember this one.
Yeah.
I thought you both get this. I honestly thought this was easy. Complete the quote. It's not the years, honey. It's the mileage.
It's the size of the dick, I put.
It's the mileage.
Oh, it's the mileage. Oh, shit. I said it's the ride.
Oh,
no, both wrong.
So you get
I honestly thought you would both get that. Number 4 or 54. Indiana Jones Bullwhip was sold at auction in 1999. How much for? Was it 26,000, 35,000, 43,000, or $51,000?
Probably got this wrong as well. I put 35.
43,000.
Webb?
35.
43. Rich got it. 43,000. Last one.
55.
Where were Lucas and Spielberg when Lucas pitched
Hawaii.
Hawaii? I would have accepted the beach as well, I guess.
Okay.
You got
Okay.
Hawaii.
I've no idea. I think I might have one right if it's the right thing I'm thinking of on this next round.
Stupid superhero names.
Weird round.
Which is the correct superhero? You had, so this is question 56. You had Neck Slice Guy, Nut Kick Kid, Amputated Leg Man, or Arm Fall Off Boy.
It's Arm Fall Off Boy.
It is Arm Fall Off Boy.
I put B. I'm wrong.
Nut Kick Kid, that would be great. Arm Fall Off Boy, 1989, Legion of Superheroes reject character. Okay, question number, like the Legion of Superheroes rejected him in the storyline. Question 57. Was it Monkey Joe, Dog Danny, Rat Jacob, or Barry Bear?
I just went for Monkey Joe.
It is Monkey Joe. Monkey Joe, who was actually a squirrel. So he was one of the Great Lakes Avengers, and he had no superpowers. Question number 58.
Yeah, 58.
Yeah, 58. Was it A, Leatherman, B, Leatherboy, C, the Leather Chaps, or D, Evil Leather?
D, I
put Leather Chaps.
No, it was Leather Boy. And Leather Boy actually killed Monkey Joe whilst disguised as Dr. Doom. And was also powerless. Had no powers. Okay. Number 59. Was it Captain Conover, Sergeant Sycamore, Major Maple Leaf, or Lieutenant London Plain?
I put Captain Conifer because I liked the sound of it.
I put B.
Sergeant Sycamore.
Yeah.
It was C, Major Maple Leaf. It was Canada's answer to Captain America.
Yeah.
He had a Louis Lou Sadler and Louis Lou Sadler Jr., his son. It was a Marvel series. And number 60, was it Atomic Chomp, Hungry Guy, Matter Eater Lad, or Particle Biter Boy?
I put C, Matter Eater Lad.
I put Matter Eater Lad as
It
well.
was Matter Eater Lad.
Oh, bloody hell. All right, yeah.
Wow.
It's finally one.
Jesus. So you should have got, what, 2 points from that, Rich?
I did get 2 extra points on that, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, Webb, nearly cast.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so the answer to question 1, the Michael Corleone question, was Jack Nicholson. B. Jack Nicholson said,
yes,
the Pacino is Michael Corleone. I thought that was quite ahead of his time as well, because it turns out now that it's a big thing that you cast the person of the appropriate race for the appropriate role, yeah? Or the appropriate sexuality, whatever.
Yeah.
So that was quite ahead of his time there.
Yeah.
Question 2 was, which of these actors was almost Forrest Gump? I didn't know this one.
Dustin Hoffman.
Hoffman, I put that.
You put Hoffman? John Travolta. Believe it or not,
Hoffman sounds like some lawyers.
John Travolta appeared in Pulp Fiction that same year, finding himself up against Hanks in the Oscars that year.
Interesting.
Hanks won.
Question 53.
Question 53. Which of these actors was nearly cast as Ferris Bueller? Charlie Sheen, Judd Nelson, Johnny Depp, or Emilio Estevez?
Charlie Sheen.
I put Sheen as well, but on reflection, I'm thinking Judd Nelson might have been a contender.
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp is what I was thinking.
Johnny Depp was John Hughes' first choice, but he turned it down due to scheduling issues.
Wow.
Yeah.
Question 64.
And later, Johnny Depp said, I can't see anybody else as Ferris Bueller anyway. You know, Matthew Broderick fucking nailed it, and I kind of agree with that. This was a weird one. Which actor was turned down for the role of the Terminator as the director thought he just wasn't believable as he was too nice? That's kind of a clue in the question.
O.J. Simpson.
O.J. Simpson, indeed.
Really?
Yeah,
nice. I knew that. I actually knew that.
Despite being a fucking murderer. Yeah. So it was O.J. Simpson.
Wow.
And which actress was almost cast as Rey in The Force Awakens? Charlize Theron, Schweizer, I can't say her name. Saoirse Ronan, Keira Knightley, or Emma Watson.
Yeah, I have.
Because you couldn't pronounce her name, so I went for B.
She's actually really famous. I've just shit at her name.
Yeah.
Is it her?
It is. It's Saoirse Ronan.
Okay.
Yeah, but this is the interesting bit. She said in past interviews that producers would chop off her head with a lightsaber if she ever talked about losing the part to Daisy Ridley. So it's never actually been revealed why she didn't get cast.
Oh.
She's never actually talked about it. She said, yeah.
Lummy, question 66.
Right, okay. Nintendo NES round. Okay, the rarest game out of A, Little Samson, B, Bonk's Adventure, C, Stadium Events, or D, Panic Restaurant.
I put Stadium Events.
I put D.
Rich, Stadium Events, you're right. It was a promo game. It was really hard to get hold of. There you go.
67.
Yeah, how many games were made for the NES? A, 406, B, 506, C, 606, or D, 706?
706.
I put 506.
706 games. That's loads, isn't it?
It is
Yeah.
loads.
A lot of shit ones.
Question 68.
Yeah, how many NES games with Mario? A, 12, B, 15, C, 18, or D, 20?
I went for 18.
Say again?
18.
18, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, 18.
Oh, wow.
Well done, yeah.
Nice.
Right. Well done. Done well, yeah. When was the NES released in Japan? It was in 1983, but what month? June 15th, July 15th, August 15th, or September 15th?
I put June 15th because I figured they wanted to get that school holidays money.
Yeah.
July 15th.
Bastard.
So they did, but just, okay.
A little bit later, yeah.
So that's an extra point for Lummy there. There we go.
Okay. The hardest NES game, according to a survey, was it A, Mega Man, B, Silver Surfer, C, Ghosts and Goblins, or D, Battletoads?
I think it was Mega Man, but I put Ghosts and Goblins.
I put Ghosts and Goblins because that was the fucking hardest one. I played it. It's hard.
Apparently, on the survey, they said Silver Surfer.
Wow. Okay, another point for
Ghosts
Lummy.
and Goblins, I remember playing that and I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
That's my shittest round so far, boys. 1 out of 4.
Oh, really?
Actually, no, Scooby Doo as well. 1 out of 5. Sorry.
Okay, so what were the names?
Could have done with some multiple choice shit for this one because
I know.
20
I'm
things
sorry.
off the top of my head.
Yeah,
was
I know. I'm sorry. I fucked this one up actually. So The first one was was Thanos' fist.
What did
Boom.
you put, Lumb?
I put Iron Fist first of all before you said it was Thanos' thing, and then I put Let's Fist again just because.
You get a point for that.
I put this one. I put that this one was called the Infinity Squirt.
Oh, so close! It's the Infinity Fist.
Oh,
so I get a point for that because you got it right. But Lummy also gets a point because that was funny.
all right, thanks.
Is that light? Is that? Does that not take your point off you? You're giving him a point.
I don't know. I haven't won anywhere where I lost loads.
Oh, actually, no, Webby, you're right. I shouldn't take a point for that. That's that's fair. Okay, so sorry, I'm trying to get round to which order these went into. So the next one was...
I so hope this one's right because I actually related it to the fucking film. I put that one is definitely America's ass plug.
Nice.
It's Captain America and America's ass.
I put Captain Butthole, but then I thought that's rubbish, so I put Captain I Make You Come.
Oh, dude, Lummy, you were so close with the first one. It was Captain Anal. It was Captain Anal.
Wow, the imagination!
I'm not giving either of you a point for that, and I'm going to take a point. But yeah, it was Captain Anal. I mean, Jesus.
America's ass plug though. I can't believe I related.
That's pretty good. That.
Yeah, man, I thought it was good. It should be called that. And then it just got silly from here because I didn't have a fucking clue.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
No, the next, yeah. Oh no,
that one there.
Thor's hammer.
Oh, was it the hammer? Sorry. So
what
Thor's
did you get for the hammer, Lummy?
What was the thing? What was it? What's the hammer called? What's it called?
Mjolnir.
Right, so I put floor at first. Floor, right? But then I added meal deal at the end.
Meal deal?
Yeah, because it sounds like the hammer's name.
I put the hammer of Asgard. I'm not proud.
That's
I'm not
good,
proud of
Nathan.
it.
You're getting a point for that, Nathan.
Yeah.
You get a point for that.
That's good.
Right.
And actually, the real name is really good, I think.
Go on.
Moan in here.
That's terrible.
Oh, compared to the others, that's all right. So the next one was the.
So is this meant to be the Black Widows kind of thing?
Yeah.
So I just put Black Widow maker for this because I'm like, I don't know what the fuck to put.
I got completely confused by the design on it, and it's not even. I put DC answer. I put the flashlight,
which is what they're. Oh no, because they're called flashlights, aren't they?
Yeah.
No, this is called Agent Gets Me Off.
Oh, that's terrible.
It's terrible, but neither of you get a point for that.
You can have a point then for that. Okay.
And then the last one.
Okay, right. I've got two answers for this. That's terrible. Let me go first, please.
I just put Hulk smash you in.
I put the cock of Hulk or the Incredicock.
Do you know what? You can get a point for Incredicock. You can get a point for Smash Me In.
I'll take it. Okay.
The actual name was Incredible Dong. So there we go. So I will give you the points that you need to. So Nathan, you need to add 19 points to your total.
Okay.
Lummy, you need to add. Sorry, not 19. 9 points to your total. Lummy, you add 5 points to your total.
Right. Okay. Let me try and count them.
And ladies and gents at home, total up your points and send them in. I think, like Martin and that were playing along, I've had to head off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh shit! I've done this wrong then.
Oh my god! There's 75 questions.
Oh my god! Yeah. That's awful. Bearing in mind, though, like 25 of those questions. So 16 of those questions were yours, Nathan. Out of the
Yeah.
75.
Oh, yeah, I know that. I'm just added the 9 to the total, and it's nowhere near. It's nowhere near as high as I'd like it to
I think
be.
you've done the best out of this.
I
To be
don't
honest.
know about that, man. I don't know. What's everybody got?
I don't even know if I've got. I've literally added mine up, and I think I've only got 27.
I've got 32.
Yeah.
I got 35, including the 9.
Yeah. Well done, Webby.
King
on,
Geek
Webb.
of the week.
You're a geek champion. Well
Geek of the
done.
week.
We've got some.
Anybody do better than that? Let's have a look.
34.
Oh, wow, I beat Big T. I can't believe it, dude.
By
That's
1
unbelievable.
point. By 1
Looks
point.
like it's gone off.
Yeah,
Altos as hard as nails. Speed about section insane.
they were.
We ain't got any more points. If people are still watching, but they might still be tallying the things up.
All right, never mind.
That's right. Well,
If there's anybody else that wants to comment, do it.
If anybody else wants to leave their scores down, some of those people might not want to leave their scores down. So if anyone wants to leave your scores down, do so in the next 60 seconds. But is there anything else that you want to add to the show, gentlemen?
What we were going to talk about from the beginning of the show, there was one thing, wasn't there? Something.
Oh, it was the Marvel Easter egg.
Oh, Kinder Egg.
Let's get it up.
See what I
Come
got.
on.
Yeah, what we got?
Let's get it
Talk
up.
about
Here
an
we go.
unboxing
Come
video.
on. I've got to smash it. No time for ceremony.
No time for love, Dr. Jones.
Got the egg open. Here we go. What have we got? Come on, I'll add it to the GEEK collection. Got it. These bloody eggs.
I will piss
Oh.
myself if it's a tiny Hulk dildo.
You've got to make it, but it's Spidey on a wall. There you go.
Oh, cool.
My favourite superhero is Spidey, so there we go. That's nice.
Like the new.
I'll have to put it together for next
Well, I
time.
enjoyed that immensely,
That was
guys.
fun.
It was really, really fun.
That was a lot of fun. Thank you
There was
very,
some
very
funny
much.
shit in there, yeah.
It was good that. Good
And
fun.
thank you to everyone who's gotten involved in the show tonight. Thank you to Chef Roberto. Thank you to Martin. Thank you to Big T Moore. Thank you to Dan. Who else has been commenting on the show tonight? I think that's about it, isn't it? People commenting on the show. Thank you, Lummy. Thank you, Webby, for all that hard work and all those questions that you put together this week.
Wow, one of these people has been
mean feat.
following the questions and they've got a lot of them right. You're all wrestler questions, man. This Daniel Gaunt has got a lot of them right.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Ringmaster was Steve Austin, Giant Baba.
Yeah. I know who that is. So, yeah. Awesome. That's awesome news. Okay, well, on that note, I'm guessing we're not going to get any more scores put in, and my dog's doing really smelly farts. So I think it's probably time to end the show and let him out for a massive shit. But anything you want to plug this week with your Captain Analica or whatever that butt plug was called? Anything you want to plug this week, Lummy?
I want to just Monday prequel, sequel, requel, 8 o'clock. We're doing the Time Bandits, so geek related for you there.
Nice.
8 o'clock, good film. Time Bandits.
It's a great film.
Oh, a bit of Terry Gilliam. I love it.
And what about you, Webby? Is there anything anyone should be looking out for this week? Anything that you got to recommend that people watch or anything
Guys,
like that?
after having a bit of an up and down week myself, check in on your mates. If you haven't heard from them for a while because of lockdown, you're not seeing anybody, give them a call, give them a text. Check everyone's all right. Spread the love.
I was going to mention this.
A lot of people been feeling pretty shitty and just check on your friends, check on your family.
Do you know what,
Don't
guys?
assume that people are fine when you can.
No, but also those of you who haven't been checked in on, those of you who are waking up feeling inexplicably blue, wanting to go back to bed, it's the pandemic. It's not you. There are lots and lots and lots of us who are feeling exactly the same way. Don't be hard on yourself. Be kind to yourself. We're going to get through this, all of us. And we're always here as well. So feel free to drop us a line if you ever want a chat, because we are a community. But ladies and gents, you can find us on all the socials at It's All Geek over on that there Twitter. We're It's All Geek to Me over on Facebook. Our YouTube channel, It's All Geek to Me. And this show can be found, if you missed the start of it, over at channel Lumb. You can find this show immediately, like right now. But until next week, ladies and gentlemen, my name's been Rich. That fellow at the bottom has been Webby. He's been Lummy. And Webby is our geek champion. Congratulations, Webby. See you next week, ladies and gentlemen.
You've won something finally in your life.
Can't believe it.
Goodbye.
Bye.